Previously on KOllOK, the Ascended are partially reunited, bringing back a new, or should I say, an old friend.
Why is everyone looking at me?
There's no time for sweet introductions.
Who the fuck is this?
As they find themselves surrounded by Harmonia's forces. Sid had to make a choice. She now has to carry that choice.
Yeah, there's a guy that I killed and I gave him gum! Why did I do that?
They all carry the weight. It drags them, slows them. The group was surprised by an interruption by one of the world's most powerful men. That happens to be C-Dub's father and Mallory's frenemy. Frenemy?
Kind of an asshole.
Who
His
wrote
name's
this?
Marcus.
I wouldn't
He
say
used to be
frenemy.
chill.
Frenemy. Marcus Bennett.
This is important. You have the future with you. Get her to Far West safely.
Welcome, passenger. We made it. Together. To another Monday night. Here we will create. We will tell a story. Together. Your influence on that story directly impacts the passengers here at the table. You can do more, if you wish, by going to KOllOK, hyperrpg.com/KOllOK. One of these days I'll find a way to give you that information without ever having to say it, because I hate it every time it comes out of my mouth. It's a word salad I don't like. You can support financially, if you wish. Support people like Mallory, who's come back to us.
Are you excited about that?
You're back.
I am.
Your support keeps this show alive, driving further down this cerebral highway to an unknown destination. Thank you. Do any of my passengers at the table have any questions before we hype up the intro? Clarity, yes.
Sorry, pardon me, it's Elise. This is me asking, where can I get a cool KOllOK t-shirt? Because I really want one. And I'm talking logo t-shirts, I'm talking cool prints and stuff.
You're asking about you, Elise, the...
Yeah.
Yes. hyperrpg.com/KOllOK.
It's just the one destination.
There's a web page that we made that you can scroll it and find.
Is there new merch?
I've been wearing this dress for 7 weeks.
You need a new shirt, yes. There is new merch. It's our tourism line of KOllOK, yes. So,
Just buy a fucking shirt so we can move on.
Sorry,
I agree.
Sid.
No,
That
I
was
agree.
Sid?
No.
That was Sid talking.
Another question?
Oh no, I was just gonna ask you if you could repeat the webpage for people who might have forgotten it.
If you've forgotten the web page, it's hyperrpg.com/KOLLOK. I am not answering your question.
Hello and welcome to KOllOK. Once a beautiful place. Now, nothing more than an idea. Like myself, a dream. My father and I built a utopia, suspended between the forces of chaos and order. Our sacrifice ushered in peace and prosperity to this cherished place. Until those fucking juveniles broke the world. Just look at what their hubris left us with.
Greetings to Alkalites and Happy Tenor Day. Teenagers may be a thing of the past, but we can still have a sweet 16 party. Today, we celebrate 16 years of peace, 16 years of harmony, 16 years since a misguided rebellion that jeopardized your remaining years was swiftly eradicated from this earth, freeing our scientists, allowing them to cure you of that horrible disease. Harmonia will always make sure your every need is met. Well, as long as you don't stray too far from the path laid out by your territory's great apostles. So, celebrate today in an orderly fashion with peace, joy, and love. Oh, remember, Harmonia is here with you till our very
Bullshit.
end.
Bullshit! At one point, my world could have been mistaken for yours. Now, it's clenched in a fascist fist, slowly drained to its inevitable death. I won't allow it. This is the story of how I saved America's broken heart.
Before we shift out of park, I thought it might be helpful to you and the audience to hear from one of our passengers on a more personal level, to get a peek behind the curtain, hear how they're feeling, how they're handling things. And though you may only hear from one here, if you go to the website hyperrpg.com/KOLLOK, you have access to the app that we built where you can find all of our characters behind the scenes insights into how they might be feeling. Did you get that? hyperrpg.com/KOLLOK. C-Dubs, do you mind sharing with us?
Okay, so hi Tofina. This is my therapy entry for today. I know I'm trying to keep it up. It's been obviously incredibly difficult, but you know, we're making do. How long? So I hear about the fact that Marcus Bennett contacts me through you, tells me that he wants me to get into some weird creeper van with the Ascended and go to wherever he tells us to, because apparently it wasn't enough for him to get the picture when I ran away that I didn't want anything to do with him. No. Now he feels the need to spy on me through Tofina, which I can't even use. I can't even imagine. There are 3 ways that you could portray me as just a regular person, and that's one of them. As someone who is supposed to be my so-called dad, maybe you would know that you don't use the things that I love against me. Maybe you would know that the only thing that I've ever gotten from the Bennetts, and the only thing that I will ever be to any Bennett, you know what the Bennetts do really good? We get really fucking pissed. That's what we do really good. So congratulations, Daddy dear, you made me pissed. And that's a big fucking mistake.
Thank you.
Also, don't call me Layla.
Noted for everyone here. Thank you, C-Dubs. We begin again. September 5th, 2021. It's late. Nearly September 6th. As before, the Ascended have chosen to only travel at night, to use the night as a shield, hoping to cover their tracks. It's been 3 days since they left the house in the woods. 3 days of walking, of hiding, continuing to move south-southwest. They've been told to make their way to the river district of Far West. There were no objections, well, at least yet. So they walked. And they walked. This night, they find themselves moving ever closer to what was once known as Chicago. Not so much anymore. A place many travel around, avoid at all costs. But Jude, with his maps, he's certain this is the way. Stay on the path. Keep moving forward. Though there may be dangers ahead, he's certain it's something they could handle. They're equipped for this. These maps provided by those that used to work with the Ascended, for and as those lost in the fire. He himself has not taken this route. No one here has. So they just have to have faith. Believe in those who walked before them. The traders, the people who gave so much for the Ascended in their cause. And the night continues to pass. And though Jude tells you you're getting closer and closer to your destination, all of you have heard of this place, in your own way, of course. Some of you read about it, saw pictures, or in old movies that were left behind. Others, like Mallory, maybe never went, but of course he would be aware. He would know. So you assume, you build a picture in your mind. You keep waiting for the lights, the signs of life. And as you walk through the night, you see none. Until before you know it, it's just upon you. Monoliths piercing out of the night sky. Your only sign that you've arrived in this dark, moonless night is what seems to be the remains of some kind of electricity. A light flicker off in the distance. Shielded from your current vantage point, you're unable to fully see exactly what it might be illuminating. So you just keep moving forward. And as you make your way upon this place, you find yourself on the outside edge, just before the mud began to rise, bearing the old city that you knew as Chicago, the lower levels. This small spot on an exit ramp on a hill. You find yourself standing outside of what appears to be an old gas station diner combo, wondering if it might be safe. Okay, all right, sun's coming up soon. this might be a good spot. If we go any further in, I don't know, we should probably wait for dark. There's rumor that there's possibly still people living in some of these
things?
Towers, these old buildings. And
this looks good to me, man. I'm fucking hungry, man. We should check if there's some food inside or something.
If there are any people, Sydney will take care of them.
What do you mean?
Well, I have seen you. I saw you at the compound, what you did. I think that you could handle the situation for us.
Sure, yeah. There's probably nobody, so.
I could probably handle it too. Like, I can go in first if anyone.
No.
You can go in first.
Maybe. No.
I think that's not a bad
Actually,
idea.
I agree. We would send him in first.
You want to send the 17-year-old
19-year-old, please. Thank you.
The
Please
19-year-old
show a
in
little
a
bit of respect.
trash bag.
And I'm like 1,000 years old at this point, okay? So you don't
You
even.
said you were like at max 30.
No, look,
So you're like 49.
it was a lot of time.
Okay.
He's technically older than us.
His screams
True.
will signal to us that
So,
someone
like-
is inside.
I thought we had to use him as bait.
I mean, if age is like a life
Or I guess you're
experience
older.
thing, I don't know if he was getting any life experience in there.
I got some desert experience in there. It was in a lot of it. So like, we're not in a desert now, but if we end up in a desert, I'm like the desert expert at this point, just so you know.
Right, does this look like a desert to you?
No, but it looks like a diner, and I'm kind of hungry, and I want to go check it. And I think I could handle it.
You think it's open right now?
You said desert, not dessert.
Well, regardless, okay, look.
Doing as Mallory does, he's talking as he just starts walking forward.
I disagree with him, but I am hungry as well.
As he takes about 3 steps forward, you start to see that flash again, that kind of flicker of light start emitting from the side of this building. Someone, something might be inside.
Ro, you got eyes on this?
Yeah, I just saw it too. Hey, Mallory?
Hey, Mallory, why don't you get the fuck down?
Yeah.
What? Why? Instinctively, I like to crouch down.
You don't have to get down all the way on your belt. You know what? That's fine. Just stay down.
All right, either it's a faulty wire or there's someone fucking in there.
I'm gonna check it out. I can do it. I can check it. I just want to start slowly.
Mallory just
crawling.
keeps moving forward.
What the fuck? You said for him to go ahead. You know what? Now's not the time. Now's not the time. We don't have the time for this. We don't have time for 19-year-old shenanigans.
I do unnecessarily roll toward the door, and I'm pressing up.
Mallory
against the
Jenkins, you
lens.
see him rolling in the mud-covered ground, just moving around. And in some ways, this does help cover up some of the bright ghoulishness of his fluorescent outfit as it moves through the night. Now, you roll through this mud, standing up to the side of this door. The lights flickering, flashing, you can see them pulsing against Mallory's face. Jude tries motioning for you, dark off in the distance. You can't see him. You can't see any of them because the lights hitting the side of your face, making it impossible for you to see back out into the dark. You can only see in.
I just motion back like I would expect a tactical team would do. I just start doing
What the fuck is he doing?
That symbol?
We're not playing charades.
He's blind. He can't see us now. His eyes are in the light.
I tried to teach him
should
how
see
to
what he
trap,
does.
and this is how he repays.
You know, honestly, I'm with Sid on this one.
just
Let's just see what he does. You know, maybe he'll surprise us.
Maybe he's got some.
Mallory, how do you surprise them?
I go like this, and then I slowly press against the door.
He's opening the door. He's just opening the door. That's his big plan. He's just opening the door.
You have eyes on Mallory. Can you just throw a rock at him since you have the best aim?
I don't think it's gonna help, but
Mallory enters the door. Can you roll for me, please, your cognition, difficulty of 6?
4. Do I have any tokens?
Mallory Jenkins has 4 tokens available.
I will use 2 tokens.
The light bouncing through this window of this diner, moving around the space. It strobes. It makes it hard for you to see movement per se, but you do track that there are items strewn across the floor in this place. Footsteps. Old. Dust-filled. It's hard to say exactly when someone was in here last, but someone has been here. But You are probably the least qualified to understand anything about this world, so you can only make assumptions. And those assumptions that you might make are as good as any I might throw at you. So what do you think?
I think, like us, there's probably someone that had traveled through here and, you know...
He says to himself out in the loud of this open space, seeing if anyone might speak back to him.
He's just talking to himself.
I want to, like... Because I feel like I kept my foot on the door to keep it open, so I want to, like, peek back out and be like...
I'm not... All right.
We have to go. We have to go.
We gotta go.
No, all right, like, split into groups of 2. We'll flank from the sides. There's going to be a side door entrance that it's required on these old buildings for fire codes and stuff, so let's circle back around. Nobody go in the front with him, please.
I'll go in the front.
Oh, yeah, okay, or that, yeah.
Okay, you go in the front. Side, because you got your da-da-da. And then we will take the other side.
Do I see any, like, light switches or anything around the walls, or...?
You do see some light switches. As you go over to the side and you kind of flick them up, down, nothing happens. This strobe of lights coming from the edge of the building, kind of like an emergency system where it should be triggering on motion, but it's just continually strobing off. And as you stand alone in this doorway, waiting for them to come and find you, you hear the sound of like a small can ding, and roll across the floor as you see it slowly move into the flickering light.
Is anyone here?
Did you say you were traveling through?
Yeah, we're just passing through, just, you know, trying to move through Chicago right now.
Are you a fucker?
Am I a fucker?
Are you a fucker?
I'm in the past I have, but I wouldn't say I'm a fucker.
Are you gonna fuck me?
No, dude, I'm not trying to fuck anyone right now. Do you want me to be a fucker? I'm not. I mean, I'm not saying I would. I'm just saying, like, what's being asked of me.
You're not gonna fuck me.
I'm not gonna fuck you. I promise. I promise. No fucking. Zero fucking. I would never do that. Why is that your number one?
Are you alone?
Yeah.
Answer me.
Yes, alone. Yep.
This is my house.
Oh, this is your. I'm so sorry. We thought this was a gas station diner combo, but this is a place of residence. So you live here?
This is my house.
I'm sorry. Have people come and tried to fuck you in the past? Because that just doesn't seem.
Everyone tries
right.
to fuck me.
What? Wait, could you come out into the light for a second? I just want to.
What? The lights are on?
Well, I mean, you don't see this light that's like flickering?
I'm blind, you fucker!
Sorry, Jesus, I can't see anything either right now. So it's like we're kind of like the same at the moment, sort of.
But I got traps.
You got traps?
I got traps.
Oh, you've got traps. That's probably smart. I wanted to like say that loud enough that anyone outside could hear me.
You hear Mallory now very clearly is speaking to someone from inside, and he yells out, and you hear you've got traps.
Oh God, he's about to get trapped.
All right, quick, come on, move around to the back. Move around to the back.
Let's go.
Sid walks up just behind you at that front door. You see Mallory standing in the flickering light, blinking with his hands up. What do, Sid?
Hey, Mallory.
I thought you said you were alone.
Well, I don't know.
Who are you? Oh, I got traps.
Oh,
are you gonna fuck me?
He's got traps. He's very concerned about being fucked. We can assure him there's no fucking happening, right?
Wait, can you elaborate what you mean by fuck? Like in
You're gonna take my shit.
Oh.
This is my house.
My bad.
This is my house.
You meant something
You
else.
thought he was trying to have sex with you.
I don't know, dude. I just came in here and he's this blind guy is saying he wants to fuck me.
You
I
thought
don't
a
even know.
blind man wanted to have
I don't
sex
think
with
he
you.
wants.
Hey,
He's
hey,
asking me.
What?
How many more are there? Who is with you?
There's.
That's it.
It's just us.
Just us
it's
too.
literally just us.
I need the 3 others who are not just us to roll your flight for me, please. Difficulty of 6. Not that difficult.
3.
Sink.
3.
As you say, it's just us. A loud crashing boom on the side of the building as a bunch of tin garbage cans that have been stacked up, one of the traps, fall to the ground as you hear this man moving across in the dark. There's more of you! There's more I can hear!
That was probably the raccoons.
Squirrel.
Yeah,
Probably a
there's
squirrel,
animals
raccoon,
around here.
one of those.
We just
a
fought a
rodent.
possum.
Yeah, it
Long
was a
before
tough
this.
possum.
It was
The possum
big.
was trying to fuck us, and as you know, we don't
Stop,
like
you're-
that, you and
you're
I.
going too far. Just cut it.
Oh, so we knocked over the trash cans. Quick, what sound does a raccoon make?
Raccoon!
I don't know. I don't know if I've ever heard a raccoon.
Raccoon!
Shit. Should we go in there?
Can you roll your... Can you roll your charm for me, please? Against this individual's brains.
2.
Is that a raccoon?
Wow,
Raccoon,
I told you
raccoon!
there might be raccoons out there.
I've never heard a raccoon
Yep,
before.
there's a ton of them.
Raccoon!
So
They're
They're usually,
are
they're usually
aggressive.
eaten by all the squirrels before they get this far in.
what?
I didn't know they'd made it in this far.
Yeah, we saw a bunch on the way here. I feel like they're making a resurgence. They're trying to fight back the squirrel army.
Yeah, we're not a threat though, sir, and I'm sorry that he thought that you were trying to
I wouldn't take your
have
stuff.
sexual intercourse.
I would never want to do that either. I just
Don't take my shit.
I won't.
What do you even have? If like, what do you have?
Why would I tell you what I have so you can fuck me?
We could make a trade.
I'll trade.
What do you got?
I almost fell into that one. Nice try, smarty pants. I'm on to you.
I got a really cool jacket that I could trade. Do you like jackets?
Don't
it
give
gets
that
kind
up.
of cold in Chicago sometimes, I know.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's
Don't give him
like
a
a
jacket.
windbreaker.
What do you mean it gets cold in Chicago?
You don't know what cold is? I don't.
What do you mean? It's cold.
gets-
Where are you from?
I just came from the desert actually. So
Which desert?
it's tough to say. It's kind of a desert of my own making.
Can I talk to the other one? The smart one.
Who's the smart one?
Right.
You were the only other person in the room.
Okay, yeah, that's what I
Fuck.
meant. I thought you were talking about the raccoons because, you know, the whole thing. We just want to fucking sleep here. Is that okay? You don't have to be so dramatic. You're blind. We could literally beat the shit out of you.
Wow.
We're not gonna do that.
That's not.
You
I'm just saying he's
You
blind.
think you could do that, huh?
We could, but we won't because we're nice. I would never beat up a blind man.
You think?
Or a seeing man.
Look, I would if I had to. And look, let me just say, sir,
He's
that
not
I think
gonna have to.
I think that you're fully capable. I can sense. All right, I can sense a fellow martial artist when I see one. So I know that you probably got some skills. But we don't need to. We don't need to escalate it to that point. You know?
Bro, on the left side of the building, Jude is moving in front of you as he makes his way towards the back service entrance. He's kind of motioning for you to stay low. As he takes his left hand and he pushes in on the old door very slowly as he turns his head to kind of motion for you to follow. You see, faster than you can react, out of the corner of your eye, just as it pushes open enough for a small entryway to be created, as a giant piece of wood slides down from the side, hits his left arm, and takes the bone shooting out of his skin directly, exiting his forearm.
Jude. Jude? Okay, I'm gonna rip off part of my dress, and I'm just gonna bandage what's
Back in the room.
left with your arm.
One less raccoon.
What do you mean?
What?
What was?
Is
Trap
there?
got him.
What trap? Which one?
Why do you care about raccoons?
I'm curious about traps. I'm trying to be a trapper myself, and I just would love to know your techniques. They don't kill things, right?
If they hit the right spot, yeah.
Oh, that's cool, huh, Mallory? That's really. Maybe we should
It's great.
grab our stuff before we sleep in here. Can we like take 10 minutes?
Huh?
Just like a brief break from our discussion.
We need a cigarette break.
A break from your. Oh, okay. Break from the discussion about Chicago being cold and needing a jacket.
Yeah, that's so funny.
Hasn't snowed here in 20 years.
Yeah, I forgot.
Oh, right.
Right.
Yeah. I knew that too.
Did you?
Yeah, we're just gonna go check on smoke cigarettes right now.
You got cigarettes?
Yeah, you got some.
How long you want to sleep here?
How long can we?
How many cigarettes you got?
We really need to check on that, we really need to smoke. I have an addiction.
Is it safe to walk out? And I point in the direction that I heard the commotion. Is it safe to walk out that direction, or are there more traps?
What direction?
The direction of the
can't fucking
previous.
see.
Well, if the direction of the previous trap that just went off and got that raccoon.
No, lots of traps. So many traps.
Oh, Mallory.
I've basically enclosed myself in this small space with traps.
That's really strange.
Huh. Why didn't you put any in the front entrance by any
Who
chance?
said I didn't?
Well,
What?
I walked through the front entrance.
You haven't left yet, though, have you?
Why would you say that?
Huh?
We just told you we were gonna go on a smoke break, and you weren't gonna warn us about a trap that might be out of the front when we walk out?
You told me there were raccoons out there.
There are! There are tons!
You just heard a raccoon get squashed a moment ago.
And maybe we can go grab it and we can
We could eat it.
eat it
We're hungry.
together and give you some. So if you tell us how to avoid the trap, we can go get it. For us.
Raccoon! Do you think they hear us? I can't tell if they're having sex in there or what. I just keep, fuck me. Like, just don't take my shit. Like, I don't know what that means.
Jude, are you okay? Okay? Someone is shouting raccoon. I don't know what that means. Don't. You know what? Don't speak. Okay.
Where's my left arm?
I know. It's only your functional arm, but you still have other. You know what? Just don't move your arm. Keep your arm elevated. And shit. I don't even know if we can get back. I passed at least 3 traps. This guy has got booby trapped everything.
Hello!
That's not.
I'm hurt!
Oh,
I need
man,
it, I
that
need it.
doesn't sound like a raccoon.
Raccoon!
Oh.
Raccoon! Sir, we're not gonna hurt anybody. It was just. I need medical
Hearing
attention.
This raccoon talking? That's crazy.
Crazy. I didn't know that could happen. We should. Can you tell us how to avoid the traps?
Sid, can you help? Jude is about to die.
You hear yelling from the side of the building. Okay, Sid, the smart one. Your friend Jude there got pummeled by a very large piece of wood.
Okay. That's
It's a blunt force trauma there. Give me all your cigarettes and I'll let you use my med kit.
And I like pretend to search my pockets for them, and then I realize that I don't have any. And
Hand them over.
fuck. I think I smoked so many on the walk here. I guess I smoked them all.
Sid,
I'm so
Jude is
sorry.
about to die. I really need you to do something.
Well,
Do I see the med kit from where we're standing?
No, you do not. The light's still flickering in this space. You don't even see this man yet. You only hear his voice from the other side of the counter.
can I pull Mallory aside so I can we can whisper?
You would like to sidebar?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So what if I know it's fucked up, but he's blind, right? Like what if we kind of choke him or threaten him?
You want to kill this
Like,
blind guy?
we pretend like we're gonna kill him, and then we don't when he lets us go.
I'm not comfortable with that. I mean,
Why?
Because he's a guy.
Do you want to die?
I don't
Do
want to.
you want to die?
He seems
You're in
just
the
like a
desert for
crazy
30
old-
years and you just want to die to a fucking blind guy?
I'm not gonna die to him. He seems like he'll cooperate if we just say the right things. I don't know. If you want to choke him, well, I'll turn my back. I mean, just tell me you're not gonna choke him and then do whatever you want.
I just feel like I need a little cooperation. What if? Do you have anything in your pockets that you could offer? I don't have any more gin or gum.
I don't know. I search my pockets? Do I have anything on me?
Since your time in the Black Rock, probably not. And you haven't really been winning poker night either, so not much to bargain with there.
I got a piece of loose leaf and this stick of gum. I brought it in with me. I never chew it.
What kind of gum?
It's a double mint gum, sir.
Double mint?
Yeah. It'll freshen that breath. Do you got breath problems?
Mallory Jenkins, you have an opportunity here to charm this individual. I'm going to say difficulty of 6 because it's just a stick of gum, but you know, you could sell it if you try.
Without rolling?
I mean, no.
Okay.
No, I'm just saying you have to sell it narratively.
Yes.
6. Listen, sir, this is a very special piece of double mint gum. It's one of the last they ever made, and we would gladly give this to you if you could just tell our friends how to get in safely, and just, we're not even going to use up the whole med kit. We just need to use a little bit of it. And then, I'm sorry we lied about the raccoon, sir. We just don't know, you know. You don't know who's going to be nice to you, and I'm trying to be nice to you right now and just give you a little piece of comfort of when things were better in the world.
We're sorry about your blindness.
He's perfectly capable. You don't need to be sorry about it. He's clearly done very well for himself.
You're right.
I'll take the gum. You better not fuck me.
I'm not, I promise. As I've said repeatedly since I came in here, there's no fuckery happening. And I just slide it up onto the counter in the direction of his voice.
You slide the piece of gum across the counter as a light switch clicks on. And you see now before you in this diner, an old hand kind of reach up onto the counter.
It's right there. I just slide it
Kind
further
of
over to his
feels
hand.
it with his fingers first, make sure it's okay. As he then slides it off the counter, and you just hear on the other side of this counter the wrapper slowly being unwrapped. You hear him smell the gum before you then hear the loud sound of him
Well, you
good,
got your gum. That's.
It sounded urgent over. Our buddies sounded very injured, so if you could just let us
Tell
know where
us
those
about
traps.
the traps and all.
He stands, revealing a very old but very gentle-looking man. He has white, long hair, a perfectly groomed, interestingly, white beard, and bright, bright blue eyes. Behind the counter here, 6 steps to my left, there's gonna be a box, and here,
And I take whatever he's handing.
key, med kit. And don't worry, that's the only trap in the whole place. Just
Oh,
that's it.
okay.
That's it.
And I go and I unlock the box and go examine what's going on with Jude and Ro.
How many of you are there?
5? 5, right? Me, you, Ro,
6.
Rita.
You hear Jude screaming in the other room.
And I think there's Jude.
I forget Jude is here sometimes too, if it helps.
You quickly run this med kit over towards Ro and Jude on the side of the building there, as C-Dubs and Clarity make their way in from the other. As you see before you this old, dirty, run-down diner. Hello? I hear you out there.
Hello?
Hello.
Okay.
We were the raccoons.
Yeah. I figured. Came from that direction.
Yeah. Sorry about your trash cans.
Oh, I don't care.
Did you think they were raccoons even for a moment in time?
You gonna make fun of me?
No. Nope.
Yeah, definitely did. Or just a little bit. I've never seen a raccoon.
Really?
Yeah.
Do raccoons not exist in this world?
No, the squirrels get to them.
Yeah, isn't that what? I don't know what he means by that.
They don't make it
He's
in.
blind. He probably don't know that.
Are there any more traps before we go over
No
to...
traps. That was whoever's outside on the other side. They hit the only one.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh, that's bad. So C-Dubs has been carrying a rock behind her back in case she had to disable any traps with it, and just kind of lightly drops it behind her.
As you sit there next to Ro and Jude, you can see his arm busted open, the bone exposed, bleeding out as Ro's already started to tie some fabric around it. It sends traumatic shockwaves through your system. Mallory, I need you to roll your grit for me. Difficulty of 8.
25.
Excuse me?
Grit was 25.
Those shocks were just a tickle, maybe the breeze. No matter to you. It's just another person's body ripped open and displaying flesh in front of you. It wouldn't bother you at all, now would it?
I know this probably doesn't help in the moment, but I've had some gnarly ones myself, so
Shut up, Mallory.
I'm sorry.
Give me the extra bandage. I need you to cut at a 90-degree angle.
90.
I want you to cut it straight. Cut it straight.
I snip the bandage for
Is
it.
there running water in there? Could you...
Hey, is there running water in here? Sounds like there's not. It sounds like there's not running water.
I go up and I walk over to Jude to inspect his arm. So where... The wood is still in his arm, correct? No?
No, it was more of a blunt force
Okay.
hit. The weight and speed
So
of that
not a
wood
puncture wound, like no
ejecting
punctures.
his
Okay.
bone out the other side. We're gonna have to set it. We're gonna have to set it. We're gonna have to set it.
Okay. Does anyone have anything that he can bite down into?
My arm? I won't feel it.
No, non-flesh.
fabric or
Something
something.
non-flesh, but thank you.
A knife
How
that
much
he
in
could,
here?
he could bite the hilt of a knife.
Perfect.
I've done that.
The old man starts clearing off the bar of dust and dirt. He has an old towel he's using. Sonny, come on, over here, over here.
Okay.
I want to
I'll just-
help Jude in.
Just kind of lay his back on the bar, his arm hanging off. The man's kind of feeling around.
Thank you, Diner Hermit.
What's your name?
Joshua.
Nice to meet you, Joshua. Thank you.
Yeah,
for-
nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Sorry about all the fuck confusion.
No, it's fine.
What?
Just, it's...
Don't worry about
Don't
it.
even...
Okay, okay. Jude, bite into my knife, and then... Do you have any more gin?
They took it all.
Joshua, do you have gin?
I don't know. I don't know.
Do you have any alcohol of any sort?
This place got raided years ago.
Wait, if you don't know that you have gin, how did you manage to make all these intricate traps?
You mean the one trap?
Were the garbage cans just coincidence?
Yeah.
Oh, so the pits that I passed outside those were just coincidence?
Might be somebody else's traps. I don't know.
I'm gonna just look behind the bar and see if I find any sort of alcohol or anything.
There is no alcohol in this diner. But in that first aid kit, there is some kind of like old peroxide and basic stuff, but it's all very, very old, just like this diner. Extremely run down. And as you look at the ground, you notice that there's just dirt and grass growing up out of the tile. You remember the story Jude had told you on your way in about how after the tsunamis passed through the world and the climate changed, Lake Michigan rose, flooding all of Chicago, sending most people up. And then years later, it receded, stabilized, leaving behind these empty shells, these facades, worthless, run down, barely held apart, or barely held together. Anything that might have been there might be caked in mud, so whatever you have is whatever Joshua would have provided.
I just want to, I guess, like, peroxide some of the gauze. And like, I don't know, I've seen people do this and I hand it to Ro.
That's not okay. Hey, someone grab his other arm. Somebody push down on his shoulders. I will reset the bone. And
Joshua
Jude,
grabs his arm and starts, ooh, ah, ooh.
don't touch it with your hands.
Got him, God, sorry.
Don't touch it with your hands. You're gonna infect the wound.
Ow, looks, feels awful.
I'll push down on his shoulders.
Okay, but not hard enough to kill him.
No. I push down on Jude's shoulders. Jude is
Just get it over. Just fucking get it over with, all right?
Okay,
It's
Jude?
fine.
Jude,
Just go.
count to 10.
1, 2.
And I do it on 3.
Jude momentarily loses consciousness. Again. As the shock of pain overwhelms his brain and his body goes limp.
But did we kill him? What?
No, it's just from
wasn't
shock.
pushing that hard.
Hand me the rest of the peroxide.
I can just give her everything.
I'm gonna douse the wound, let it dry, and then we're gonna just...
He's young.
Stop touching him with your hands.
It's really weird.
You sound young. Especially that first idiot.
Well, why does everyone say that? The first thing, it's an idiot or a bitch or something like.
Technically, it was bitch ass.
I'm perfectly as capable of doing stuff, first of all, as we just proved, because I made it in without triggering a trap
That's
or
true.
a trash can.
And the gum was smart.
I just kind of had it.
Hold on. Are you ascended?
Why does everyone keep saying ascended? What is ascended?
No, what's that?
No. Really?
Or yes?
Yes, we
Kind
are
of.
ascended.
I was expecting you. I've been waiting.
What are you waiting on?
You all was told you were coming.
By who?
The voices.
What voices?
The voices.
Can you describe to me what the voices sound like, or what they said?
Well, they sound like my voice because they're voices.
Okay.
I deserve that.
Like internal voices.
No, I deserve that one. That's fair.
But they still talk. They still say things.
How long have you been living out here?
When is it?
2021.
Okay, I remember. I remember when we all moved in, when the water fell. And that was in 2003? Yeah.
When did you start hearing voices?
Well, I don't really know how old I am anymore, but whenever I could hear voices, I guess.
You know what? After
I knew you were coming, though, so I've prepared something.
You know what?
You got some food, right?
prepared
That's
to-
great, because I thought it was rude that you thought we were coming and there's nothing here.
I thought he meant like a
Pulls up her
poem.
gun.
He just
What
said
did
it weird.
What did you
Prepare?
Follow me to the kitchen.
Okay.
No traps there, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
That was the only trap.
Okay, I trust you, I think.
It took me 5, 6 something years to build that.
Well, it got its use, so
Yeah,
that's
building
cool.
is hard, so it makes sense.
He makes his way towards the back of this diner. You see the remnants of this old kitchen, the sinks filled with mud. You get the smell of rotted fish, like a shoreline that receded too fast. It hangs in the air back there. But he makes his way over to that large cooler door. As he feels around trying to find the handle, he pauses for a moment. You are ascended, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
I suppose so.
Well, don't say that.
Just say yes. Just
Yes.
Okay. Welcome home. As he opens this door, he reveals inside a totem. A small light illuminating a collection of figures that resemble yourselves. You see a small Barbie doll-like version of yourself, Ro. Equipped with a rifle, standing about 4 inches tall.
It has my hair.
You each see little doll-like versions of yourself. And in the middle of this small scene, holding the light, is one of those little troll dolls with the tall hair that you're unmistakably wearing a little like windbreaker jacket, the same color scheme as Mallory Jenkins, bare-assed and all, holding that light.
This is pretty neat, dude. I gotta say, I like what you did with my jacket. It's.
Do you like it?
I love it. I think it's really cool.
Yes,
Yes.
love it.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
it's certainly something. When did you make these?
Very creative.
It was a long time ago.
What made you choose the troll doll?
Well, I didn't choose it. I can't see anything.
Coincidence.
So, how did you make these?
What does it look like?
Are you even blind?
I can't see it. Tell me what it looks like.
It looks.
The troll's wearing my jacket and his ass is hanging out. That's an interesting choice you made.
You look like a troll?
I don't really look like a troll.
What's a troll look like?
Well, this troll's got a little gem in his belly button, and I think you're supposed to rub it to make a wish or something.
It has distinctly stubby and ugly features.
Big hair, though. Really big hair.
Beautiful hair.
I like stick my face out. I'm like, do you want to see what I look like? Yeah, that's.
Okay. Shit.
Yeah, that's what a troll looks like. It's interesting, huh? Okay, that's probably enough. You got the general idea, I would imagine.
His skin is young.
Well, he's.
Thank you. I think.
He stays out of the sun.
Gets really good sleep.
Good skincare.
This is a child.
Well, no, I'm not a child, sir. I'm very
This
much
is
an
a
adult.
child.
I'm an adult.
Let go of his fucking head.
Yeah,
This is a child.
Okay,
You're
it's
hurting
not-
him.
You have a child.
I want to
hurting him.
take his
Get-
hands off of me.
You have a child.
I'm not a child. No, I'm a man. Right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yes.
He is a man.
He is.
A full-grown man. He's one of the Ascended, so he's 30.
Yep.
Wow. The voices were right.
We are just as surprised as you are.
Can you elaborate on what the voices said? Because, seeing figures of us as...
They said that. They handed me those, and to wait, to give you this. And he moves down into the corner, and he starts rummaging around inside this little scene as he throws the light to the side and all the little figures, as he comes up with this small rock in his hands.
Okay. It's a rock.
What does it look like?
On that rock, it's a mix of steel and obsidian, and it's all kind of merged together. It doesn't seem natural, like something you would find in the earth. It seems created, but there's an organic quality to that creation. Now, as you're holding it, clarity, it calls to you. It calls to you in a way that AJ called to you. It reaches out. The black hole in your chest starts to grow and shrink like a heartbeat. It flows up and down, in and out, and the rock in your hand, Rose, starts to pulse, to beat, like that of a heart. And as you turn this rock, you see on its side symbols. Symbols you do not recognize. But Claire, to you, as you feel this rock, as it calls to you, what do you do?
I reach for the rock. Ro, I need you to give me the rock now.
Okay, but just as a warning, it's pulsing, almost
That
like it has a
doesn't
heart.
surprise you.
I take the rock from Ro.
As you take this rock, what was once hard, you felt it. You could see the bits of steel mixed in with the hard obsidian. As her hand touches it, it melts. It starts to flow down your wrist, moving its way down your arm. Now, as it melts, there was a symbol. You saw it only in a flash. You saw it only for a moment. But it's a language that you can read, that you recognize. It was the number 4. And you feel as your dead sister's energy pulses down your arm, sliding its way across your chest as it circles around the edge of that black hole and fills it. And you watch as this hole becomes full and starts to fade into the color of her skin.
You okay?
Thank God, because that thing was kind of creeping me out. I don't mean to make you self-conscious about it,
okay?
but it was weirding me out.
Where
this whole
did you
in
get
your
that
chest.
rock from?
I found it.
Where?
Who?
One on the outside.
Who gave it to you?
Nobody gave it to me.
You just found it.
It talked to me.
Who? Where
voices.
are these voices coming from, Joshua?
His head lowers. He seems saddened by this question. He steps back and falls against the wall inside this ice cooler, and he tilts his head up in your general direction. He can't see you, but he wants you to see him. I don't hear it anymore. That's fine. I knew this day was coming. It's fine. I've just been waiting so long.
thank you for giving us the rock. And thank you for showing us the troll doll.
What does it look? Is it a? I just put the pieces where they wanted.
It looked beautiful.
Gorgeous. Wonderful.
Really is one of the best setups of any figures I've ever seen.
Do you want to rest, Joshua? You seem a little tired.
I'm okay. It's been quiet. Besides the voices, it's been quiet. So it's nice to have somebody to talk to, especially people you've been waiting for so long.
Did the voices tell you where we go after we leave here?
No. No. It's not like that. It's more of like just a feeling, a whisper. I didn't know who you were. Just that you were last hope or something like that. And I remember hearing about the Ascended. And that because I was using little doll parts, I figured they were young people, like you all, like Babyface.
I'm gonna continue taking that as compliment. Thank you.
Did the voices mention Harmonia, CXG? Does the word KOllOK mean anything to you?
No, but does clarity mean anything to you?
Shut up, Babyface.
Like understanding something good?
I don't know. That's the only word I could make sense of. That was the only one that was clear.
What did it say about clarity? Did it say anything
I
bad?
just said that was the only word.
Well, did you get a bad feeling about clarity,
Or was it like good, or?
Which clarity?
Was there a number?
I don't know.
Did you hear the number 4?
I've always, yeah. Yeah, now that you mention it. Yeah. Not directly, but indirectly. As he holds up his hands, and for the first time, you take note of them. As he's missing a digit on each hand. And it's not clearly something that was born that way, but something that was removed, taken off. That's where that number came from.
Do you know who did this to you? Did you do it to yourself?
Which part?
Your hands.
Yeah, I did. Feet too.
Why?
I guess it was the number, I don't know. I didn't realize at the time it was important.
What do you mean? Like the 4? Like 4 fingers on each hand and feet or something? Or?
Well, I guess that's what it means.
Four
That's
times.
perfectly rational.
No, that I understand the logic.
Yeah.
There.
I didn't put it together till you asked.
Yeah. Oh. Okay.
I was just doing what I thought I had to do. You know, like a lot of us.
Yeah.
I can relate to that.
Well, this has been pretty wow.
We had a whole moment, you know. You thought you came in, you thought we were gonna fuck you, and then we didn't.
What? There's.
And then now we're kind of buds. Like you had a
I've had to protect that for years.
Well, now you're free to do whatever you
Yeah,
want.
thank you for doing that.
Yeah, appreciate that.
What will you do now?
Okay. As he just starts to walk, he kind of shuffles his way past you all. And you watch as he walks around the kitchen towards the front of the diner. You hear the door open. You hear it close and swing, that old rusty hinge. And you watch as his shadow on the other side disappears into the night. And left before you is, well, what he made for you.
That was wild. And I just want to point out, Jude, and then maybe not the time to, be a little jokey about that, but he thought I was going to be the one that got hurt. I'm just saying. And I did great. So maybe you guys should trust me a little more.
He did.
I regret not throwing the rock at him when I had the chance.
What's going on? What happened? What's going on?
Jude, hey. You passed out. We need to splint your arm, so don't move. Don't look. Focus on a single point in the room and focus on that.
Yeah, got it. Can do.
Can someone find me a long stick of wood? We're gonna need to splint his arm for a while.
Okay, I'll go outside and look for it.
You find the piece of wood that bludgeoned his arm.
I bring it back. I found this. It's
Poetic?
could help.
Yep, that's fine. I'm just gonna. He doesn't have to know,
Yeah. Also, can I just take my doll and throw it in my pocket?
You may. And please make note of that.
Jude, gotta say, you have proven yourself to be one tough son of a bitch.
Yeah.
How you feeling?
Not fucking great. What? I gotta stop taking point. I put everybody in danger. I'm sorry.
You did great, bud. And let me just, look, I was trying to signal you. I don't know if you saw at the front door. I was trying to give you signals and let you know that there was some danger. Danger afoot. And I'm
Keep
checking
moving.
it out.
Let's go.
Well, this is danger of, this is not,
That's
I'll learn
not-
it.
No,
That's not recognized.
Symbols have meanings.
And I was like, I see a door, and I pointed at the door.
Look, I should have caught that. I'm clearly not. I'm not in the right. I'm not there yet. So, I'm just as a team, as a group. I'll cover rear from here on out. I'm not gonna take point. I'm gonna put everybody at risk. I'll stop. I'm not.
That's fine.
I'm clearly not thinking straight. Like that's a fucking. I didn't clear the door.
You got set on fire, and then you got shot at a couple times, then you were strung up from the ceiling.
Jesus, all that happened? I was wondering why he was so bloody.
Oh yeah, that was like last week.
Yeah.
It's old stuff.
I mean, the burn thing was so long ago. We don't have to
Some of
bring
the
that one
things
up.
I said to you were really messed up now that I know that knowledge. So I apologize, Jude. You've been through some stuff.
Yeah. So look, even though I gotta get this cleaned up, like, the sun's gonna come up soon. We should all relax, try to rest a little bit.
Yeah.
Yes.
So when the sun goes down, we gotta keep moving.
I want to, examine the figure placement again and, see if I notice anything,
With Sid's figure missing, the first thing you notice is the rest of them fall. They were somehow all supporting each other in that scene, and by taking hers, the others kind of all fell into the ground, and strangely, whether or not you announce this is up to you, but you watch as they just slowly melt into the ground, as the small little troll holding that little flickering light bulb up, starting at its legs, just starts to get shorter and shorter.
Can I, try and grab it before it shrinks all the way?
You may. And what do you do?
I just want to lift it up and examine it and see if is it still holding together?
It is holding together as you picked it up. Would you like to keep it?
I think I would look at it and I would just be like, huh. And I would toss it back onto the ground.
And as it hits the ground, you watch as it just puddles And on the ground before you, you just see these remnants of color and melted plastic. Hard to believe there was ever anything once there. And Sid, as you kind of turn and see this and realize that you maybe instigated that, you kind of check your pocket and you can still feel that this small figure is intact, unchanged.
Did anyone else just see that?
What happened?
I don't know. The dolls melted into the ground.
The rest of you look back into that room and you now see that the dolls are no longer there and that little flickering bulb sits on the ground.
Where dolls belong.
Why is everything so creepy all of a sudden? Remember when it was like just the apocalypse?
Yeah, good times.
Yeah.
So the flickering bulb is still there?
It is.
I think I picked that up and put it in my pocket.
Would you like to unscrew it from the socket first?
Yeah.
You remove it, hold it, and it stays lit. Roll your brains for me, Mallory. Difficulty of 3. Oh my god.
11.
How's this happening?
Mallory remembers from that one science class everything there is to know about electricity and how electricity works. And he has to wonder if he himself has become some sort of throughput for that current. Is the ground he's standing on in these old shoes allowing it to pass through him?
Guys, are you seeing this? I just unscrewed this.
Nothing surprises me anymore.
Wanna like try putting it down on something and seeing
The
if
light
it
turns off,
and then I pick it
and
back
as
up.
you touch it, it illuminates.
Wait, can I try?
Just like put
As
it
you
down
hand
in
it
front of me.
to Sid, the light stays off.
Huh.
Clarity, touch it.
Take the light from Sid.
It's just a bulb.
It has to be purely situational. You're conducting energy in some way. There's no way that Mallory Jenkins has any specialty of any kind.
That's offensive,
Here you go.
and I
Pass it
think
back to
that
Mallory.
The light bulb turns on.
That's kind of cool.
He conducts energy.
I don't know what I do, but all I know is my troll doll was holding this thing, and now I'm holding it, and it's
Fantastic. Your doll that didn't wear pants was holding a light bulb, and now you are too. Excellent.
I mean, we don't have to focus. You could focus on his cool jacket instead of that he wasn't wearing pants. I'm sure he wanted to wear pants.
Mallory's saying this as the rest of you, not as impressed as he had wished in this moment, move into the main area of the diner and start laying out your packs, the same you have the mornings before, getting ready to rest. As Mallory stands there,
No
wondering.
one thinks this is cool.
And as he says that, the bulb starts to flicker, and it slowly dims until the illumination stops.
Mallory, your light bulb is very cool, and we all enjoy it very much.
Well, it's not cool now. It was cool. Everyone, I was making it light up. No one else.
It's almost daylight. Let's all get some rest.
Fine.
And you can use Jude's sleeping stuff since you probably don't have anything on in the trash bag.
I'm fine.
You're also
okay?
covered in mud because you were rolling around in it.
True, but I'll be all right. It's fine. I we're kind of disappointed down at the bulb, but I feel like I want to hold on to it because I feel like there's something there. So
You keep the bulb. Make note of it. As you all start to separate and unload your packs, Ro kind of pushes her pack over to C-Dubs and starts setting her sleeping bag for the morning. And C-Dubs, you can feel, you can tell that Ro wants to say something, but she's not the type to say something first.
Do you wind up finding Reed stuff back at the old place in my in my bunk?
Yes. Yes, I did. I'm not very good at this. So, your dad?
Yeah. Yep. I have one of those. Who knew?
Mine died.
Yeah, Reed told me a bit about that. Back when, you know.
Yeah, you guys were...
Back when Reed.
Yep.
How are you doing with all of this? Everything went from, like, normal terrible to now, like, otherworldly terrible. Like, my brain can't process any of it, but it's happening and I'm watching it and it just keeps happening. So God, remember we were all just like dumb kids with our little stupid guns trying to help the rebellion.
I don't know if I've really had the time to process.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure that that's what we as a group do.
You know, since we got back from the creepy black heart rock thing, I've been doing a lot of processing. It sucks, I don't recommend it. It's quite terrible. But yeah, a lot of, there's a lot, and you know, and now we're meeting people with superpowers, and people, you know, from out of time, and Jude can't walk 2 paces without being deathly injured.
I don't understand how that guy's still standing.
I really don't. It's just gotta be like pure like spite at this point. Like that's gotta be what's keeping him alive.
We tried to give him an out, and he wanted to live.
He wanted to live. And you know, Tofina was compromised. That's incredibly scary.
What?
I mean, there's no other way for Marcus to be able to speak to me. Marcus took over Tofina.
Tofina, the robot dog, is possessed by your estranged father.
I mean, in so many words, but, you know, Tofina's more than, you know, a robot dog, but yes.
As you're saying this, Tofina kind of stands at the edge of this diner, looking over towards you in a way that a scared dog might look when it knows that it shouldn't have eaten the toilet paper roll. Tofina's aware that you're not happy with Tofina and is trying to give you some space.
Yeah, like I can't help but wonder because Tofina catalogs info. Tofina has taken, you know, tapes from our missions so that we can watch when we mess up, tapes from training. What has he been watching all of this time if he's been watching us? I don't...
Us failing, mostly. Everything going wrong.
God, it's...
I feel like I failed everyone.
Me too.
Are you worried about AJ?
Terrified.
I feel like you've always been taking care of him.
He takes care of me. He super takes care of me. Except right now when he's in like some hell dimension or whatever where they, you know, keep 19-year-old boys in windbreakers. Yeah. You know, we haven't really talked a lot about, Reed. How are you with all that?
He's been gone almost a decade, 8 years. You know, when he first defected, I thought I was going to die. And then I just kept living. One day, and then another day, and then another day. And it didn't seem to matter, no matter how much everyone at camp hated me, or how much they used to drop dead mice in my food, or whatever else they did. I was just still there. And I figured if I'm still there, I might as well make myself useful.
You got so good at murder.
I wish I could say I was less good at it.
Sid is walking over towards her kind of camp area, and she sees this extremely serious, heartfelt conversation happening between the two of them, and immediately steps away from that, removing herself from any opportunity maybe to be brought into that conversation. And as she looks around the room and sees Jude nearly dying, Clarity staring off into space, confused about her own existence in this heartfelt conversation, there looking for someone to speak to is Mallory Jenkins, like a scared, lost little boy that he is, in the corner, alone, seemingly unfazed by everything that's just happened.
Yo.
Hey.
Good job on the gun. That would have been really bad if we like threatened to kill him and like.
Yeah,
it was
gonna be my victory gum. I didn't tell the other people about it. I wasn't even sure that it would come with me, but I put it in my pocket right before and.
Like you were gonna eat it after
when
you
I got out. Yeah.
But wouldn't it be bad after like 30 years?
I didn't really think about it. I was just like, man, my teeth are probably gonna smell really bad because it's been a long time, so I wanted to have some gum.
Smart, it's good to not smell like shit.
Yeah.
You kind of do because of the mud, but
I'm sorry if that's bothering you.
Nah, it's whatever.
Hey, can I ask you some questions? Because I have so many questions about, well, a lot of stuff. Because
Sid doesn't know Mallory enough to see this opening as a problem, like those who would understand Mallory would, and just sits down next to him in this booth. Sure.
What's up?
Well, okay, I'm technically 19, I guess, and I've never really gotten to talk to someone like you for an extended period of time,
Like an adult, or?
Yeah, there was this one lady at a lake once. It was kind of weird. I wasn't really into it. She seemed very into it, but...
What are you saying?
I'm just saying I haven't really talked to, like, a woman.
Okay, why don't you lower your voice a little bit? What are you asking me?
Well, there's a lot of things I don't know about the world, Okay. Like, for instance, like, I don't know, do people still have to pay taxes? Is that a thing?
No one cares. I didn't do it.
Okay, because I was so worried about taxes. I didn't.
That's it?
Well, that was what I thought you might know about it because you're older.
No, but what is... Let's go back to the woman at the lake thing.
Oh, yeah, there was this old, like, cougar lady hitting on me once, and it was uncomfortable. And then all this other stuff happened right afterward. My friend started hallucinating.
Mallory, do you mind rolling your cognition for me, please? Just difficulty of 4.
Eight.
Yeah, you heard that this cougar woman was around 29 years old.
She was like this 29-year-old cougar, and I was, I hadn't ever,
So you fucked?
No, she was a little too old for me, man. It was like a little uncomfortable. And
29's too old?
Well, no, it's not too old. It's just that I was uncomfortable at the time because she was like really coming on strong, and I was like, whoa,
Oh, you're virgin.
Well, no, I'm not a virgin. I mean, it's a long story.
It's really, I would say that the best route is to just not lie about that sort of thing, because like, people can smell it on you.
I'm not lying about it. In fact, I'll just tell you, I only did it. I mean,
did it? You're saying you did it.
But I did it. I mean,
and you're trying to convince me that you've had sex.
Yeah, it happened.
Okay, then tell me what happened.
It's embarrassing because it didn't.
It's always embarrassing.
Last a long time, and it was. I mean, now that I really think about it, it was kind of a pity thing.
He keeps looking over at. You notice this, Sid. He keeps looking over at C-Dubs as he's trying to tell this story. He seems uncomfortable talking to you about it with her in the room because he just won't stop looking at her while he's talking about it.
I mean, I don't. There's not a. It's hard to talk about. It was like a friend of mine, so it was a little weird, you know?
You just like had sex, was 2 minutes, you moved on. It's normal.
Yeah, it was 2 minutes. It was a good long 2 minutes.
I just feel like you're I just want you to know, like it's very.
Roll your charm for me, please, Mallory Jenkins. Difficulty of 12.
3.
It definitely was not 2 minutes, and you know he's lying. You know he's lying. That was a very easy to spot lie.
Yeah, so you've never had sex. That's okay.
No, it happened, okay?
Okay, sure, it happened.
It might as well not have.
Okay, you're a virgin. That's totally fine.
I don't even get why it's such a big deal to people.
Lower your voice. They're trying to sleep, okay?
I don't even know why it's such a big deal to people, okay? It wasn't even a big thing.
It's really not a big deal, though. That's the thing. It's
right,
like
that's what I'm saying.
You fuck, and it usually sucks, and then you do it again later with somebody else. Mm-hmm. It's not a big deal. Just, you don't have to lie or be weird, or
I'm not. Okay, it's the truth is.
Sid, roll your charm for me, please.
3.
I need you to roll your brains for me, please.
2.
You feel like you can trust Sid. You feel like she seems to you, and I'm going to use Mallory speak, like an experienced woman who may not judge you. So you feel like you can share with her the truth about who and why it's uncomfortable.
Okay, so I'm gonna level with you, all right? It was a friend of mine, and it's, long story short,
Okay.
it was, so you know C-Dubs, how her dad is Marcus.
Okay, sure.
Well, he's kind of got like a sister, and that's who it was.
Why did you put that in quotes?
It's hard to explain.
So wait, you had some sort of sex with C-Dub's dad's somewhat sister?
Yes.
Why do I keep hearing my name?
Weird.
I'm
just talking about how you betrayed me. So can you just like chill?
Oh yeah, no. Well, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep.
What? She betrayed you?
It's a whole thing. She's basically, I don't trust any of these hoes. But Clarity doesn't ever lie, so you can trust her. Ro is like, I can't really tell yet, but she's like really fucking smart. And Jude is just like annoying, but like I feel bad because I set him on fire.
You set him on fire?
It was an accident. It was like a whole. I'll tell you more later. But just know, like, you know, it's okay. You're technically 49, so you know maybe don't talk about sex and say that you've done it. Like you just, it's.
What do you say when you've done it?
I've had sex. You don't have to say anything. Like, do you just announce it? Like, by the way, I had sex. No, you have sex.
I didn't even bring up sex, okay? I was talking about taxes, and then you brought up sex.
You say things like experienced woman. It's weird. You gotta just stop. If you just change the way you speak, everything will be fine. I personally like the jacket. I think you're a stylish young lad, and you won't have any problems, okay?
No, I'm gonna stop you there. You're getting into dangerous territory.
What do you mean?
Roll your cognition for me. Difficulty of 5.
2.
Never mind. Continue. Keep complimenting Mallory.
That's really nice of you to say.
Yeah, it's a nice jacket. You know, they were shitting on it earlier. I thought it was rude. It was a little overkill. Like, Ro looks like she's gonna fucking dominate somebody on the weekends, and C-Dubs has a fucking dog, and they're saying that you're gonna stand out. You know, like, what?
That's
it's a fucking
good
jacket.
Point, dude.
She has
it's
a
such
fucking
a cool
dog.
jacket. If anything, like people might like see the light bounce off of it, like it might blind them or something.
Well,
rather.
maybe not that, but
Mallory
it's like
Jenkins, roll your grit for me. Difficulty of 8.
19.
This has become a different table completely, entirely. For the moment, you're just so excited that someone's speaking to you, having a conversation with you, that you hold down all those usual gross Mallory thoughts and truly, platonically, keep it together. So thank you for rolling really well on that.
No problem.
On the other side of the room, as Clarity sits, just kind of stares off out this dark window into the nothingness of what was once Chicago, Jude kind of scoots up next to her and nudges her on the shoulder with his right arm. Hey, what's going on?
Once again, Jude, you have evaded death.
Yeah, I did.
Tell me, Jude, do you have any siblings?
Not anymore, no. They were older, and part of the rebellion.
So, death is a recurring theme in your family. I see. It is in mine as well.
I lost all of them on that day, yeah.
I lost my sisters. I don't know where they are, but I have a feeling that
Hey, what? The hole's gone.
Yes.
What the fuck? How long was I out?
About the average time when you get knocked out, that you're out.
What the Nobody wanted to fill me in? What happened?
I'm not entirely sure.
Wait, where the fuck's the old guy? What?
He's gone.
He filled the hole in your chest?
Someone did.
Is that a good thing?
Do you know how the adage that life is a gift?
Sure.
Well, sometimes I feel like death can be a gift. A great gift that you can give someone.
Morbid, but I track it.
And I'm starting to wonder if I might know where my sisters are.
Okay. Look, you're special. We know this because everybody
says it. Everyone says it, and that's why I'm supposed to be special. But am I actually?
Look, what I'm trying to say, and I don't know any other way to say this because I'm not really good at feelings and shit. If there were more of you, we would have fucking known about it, and we would have used you in the war. So,
use me.
If your sisters were like you, yeah, and I'm telling you the truth here. Like, use is probably the best way I could put it. We used everything, everyone. I was a kid. All of us, we were kids. We were fucking murdering people before we could, legally drink in the old America. So yeah, we would have for sure. But they gotta be dead or something. We would have known. We would have heard about it because people like you are fucking. I mean, what you did. Yeah, we would have heard about that. And the fact that that little prick, AJ, he felt it. He never felt that before. So I guess what I'm trying to say is a really, again, bad at the people, emotion shit. Move on. You're alive. They're not. We're alive. Most of the planet's not. We lost a lot.
I don't just move on, though. I don't think you understand that I feel everything. Everything leaves a residue.
Okay, like an actual, like...
Metaphorical.
I had to ask, you know.
Yeah, I'm not Mallory.
Moving on. Yeah.
Jude, why were you so hesitant to die? You were suffering, you were in so much pain. Why did you resist that?
I didn't want to.
But you had the choice. You had the choice to have that, to receive that gift.
Sounds nice. Yeah, but you know, I don't know if you've looked around, but we got a lot going against us. And I thought maybe if I stayed with it, I could help get wherever it is we're supposed to go. And then, fuck it, I'll sign off. But it sounds nice, it would have been great. But people are counting on me. I gotta step up, you know, because I don't trust AJ to lead us through a sunny day, you know?
I failed AJ. I recognized his power and I criticized him.
He failed himself. He's a grown-ass fucking man. He failed himself. Whatever drug him into that place and took us with him, that's on him. Not you. We were dealing with his shit before you ever came around.
I don't think you understand what this power can do to a person, Jude, and what it was doing to him, I'm sure, and I didn't help him.
Help him how?
Learn to use it. Learn to accept it and not be consumed by it.
What the fuck even is it? Like, are you, that hole you had, is that all of you? Like, are you even, like, again, sorry, are you even fucking human?
You know, Jude, we've had our differences, but I'm glad you survived. You've been someone that I have enjoyed spending time with, and I have liked our card games the last few days.
I'm gonna win the fucking next one. You cheated me. Where did you learn to play like that?
Jude, have you known me to lie?
No. But now I think you're full of shit. I think everything you say is bullshit, and you're just making us think you don't lie, and when really you're just an asshole, which I respect. Maybe you're just an asshole, and you're lying to all of us about everything, but you know what? I don't really fucking care. I don't. Because okay, I'm only telling you this because anybody else wouldn't understand. This is the most fucking fun I've had since we burned down all those Harmonia buildings years ago. I feel more alive now than I ever have. I hurt like hell. But I'm tired of waiting for humanity to just end. I'm fucking tired.
Tomorrow I'll teach you bridge.
What the fuck's that?
You'll see.
Where did you learn this shit? I don't even understand. They played cards in the 40s?
Jude, you've become very funny.
Okay, great. And as You all kind of are taken aback for a moment because in the silence of this space, despite your own personal conversations, that silence is broken up by the sound of Clarity laughing to herself. And now you recognize, Clarity, that the room has all turned to look directly at you.
Did you all know that Jude is so funny?
No one else in this place would ever think that.
I don't think I've ever seen you laugh before. That's a change.
Jude is hilarious.
Are you doing that?
Is this you? Are you laughing?
What? I thought you guys said there was no kids.
There are no children.
Mallory Jenkins, roll your cognition for me, please.
3.
You hear this laughter echoing on top of Clarity's, moving its way through this space, bouncing off these walls. The sun has not come up just yet, but it's close. And just enough of that light cresting over the hill allows you to see a shadow moving just outside this diner.
You guys said there was no kids. Hey! I just instinctively start like walking out the diner.
Mallory walks out this diner, following in the direction of this laughter. Now, this laughter takes you all back as well because you know it cannot be true. How could it? That being said, almost everything you've seen in the last couple weeks could not be true, but it is. And Mallory, as you make your way outside, you watch as this shadow darts behind some cars. You see it just long enough to recognize it's a small individual.
Hey, get back here! I wanna chase after him.
You watch from the outside of this diner as Mallory Jenkins goes running in the opposite direction. Jude stands up. The fuck, where's he going? The sun's about to come up.
Jude, be careful of your arm. I have no fucking idea.
It looked like he saw something and he went chasing after it. I don't think that all of us should go out there and try to find him. I think he can't do this by himself, but it's too dangerous.
If we leave him, he is a 19-year-old kid.
I know.
What if someone else captures him?
Oh God, he's gonna say everything.
Not only that, there are actual cannibals out there for all we know. So, I cannot believe I'm saying this, but we have to save his dumbass yet again.
We have to go. We lost AJ.
We should all go.
Yeah, we should go.
I don't think we should split up here.
You all make your way outside of the diner. You find yourselves now standing out here just before the sun starts to rise. The passing from night into day. And in daylight, you can be seen. You know very little of this place. Hey guys, I think you should know, on the map, the direction he's running, there's just an X over it that says chasm.
Chasm?
I don't know, it just says go the fuck around. But that's exactly where the fuck he's running.
Lead the way, Ro.
Here we go. Somebody make sure that Jude doesn't die.
Mallory, as you start chasing this small individual, the laughter just keeps repeating. It keeps echoing throughout these alleyways. And the sun begins to rise. And you see now before you these old, decrepit monoliths. These buildings left to rot in time. And as you're running, you start seeing and recognizing these images spray painted, draped over the sides of these buildings. These large X's. the word chasm. But before you now, as the sun rises, you see that this small individual is wearing a long blue coat, darting between these cars to the left and the right.
Well, hey, kids, slow down! Are they within earshot or would I know?
You hear Mallory yelling from further down. As you're running after him, you hear him yelling out to someone in front. He's yelling, "Kid." You hear the sound of this child's laughter as well. Could it be true? Are there really children here? I need all of you to roll your cognition for me. Everyone except Mallory. He's lost that opportunity.
10.
2.
Sink.
5.
Ro, you look ahead. You pull out your binoculars and scan the area, and you see on the sides of these buildings the draperies, the painted symbols, chasm. You recognize that child is bait.
Shit. We are walking into a trap.
Trash cans.
Aren't we always?
Raccoon time. Okay. Fuck, this is not good.
Can't
Okay.
leave the kid in there.
We have a kid in there. Well, I'm gonna go on a limb and say it's probably not a kid.
Oh, I meant
Mallory.
Oh, sorry. The other
Very,
idiot.
very
You're
much
right.
a child.
You're right.
Are we gonna fucking get him or not?
Yes.
We
Let's
are.
go. All right.
go.
Just weapons up. Everybody keep your eyes open. All right, Ro, you lead. If you spot anything, just call it out, okay? Don't even fucking think twice, just shoot. We don't know these fucking people. We owe them nothing.
No, I agree.
Okay.
Mallory Jenkins, you watch as this small figure darts into a building. You hear the sounds of their footsteps running inside. As you turn around the corner from this old, decrepit vehicle, rusted out, trees growing out of the inside, you don't have too much time to kind of take in everything. You're only driven by this thought of this child. And as you turn, you see before you an open doorway into a building. You realize now that you're standing on ground that lifts up. This building, the entryway that you're seeing should be a window. The fire escape jetting down into the mud. How high up are you? You've seen pictures of Chicago. These buildings were so much taller. Safe to assume that on the inside, they go down deep into the earth. But before you, you only see this entryway, this pathway.
Kid, hey, I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm assuming I don't see them when I look back.
You do not.
I wanna stamp in the mud and make sure there's footprints right outside the window so they would know that this is where I went in. And
You
then
do.
I wanna peek inside and make sure it's there's ground for me to stand on, and assuming there is, then I'll...
You make your way inside. The rest of you keep running, keep yelling out. You get nothing in response. And as you come across a crest, where you should see him further down, you see nothing. You find yourselves in a tight alleyway. Tall buildings surround you on all sides. Roll your cognition for me again, difficulty of 6.
Sink. How many tokens do I have?
You have 2, but people can help in this situation.
How many do I have?
You have 2 as well. Sid, you have 3. If you all pull them together, you could help her look.
Okay.
Yes.
So, as you all start calling out,
Mallory?
you notice down on the ground a collection of stamped-in footprints, deliberately pointing directly into a dark entryway.
He actually paid attention to my tracking glasses.
All right.
But he also went into a dark alley.
We're gonna take our wins where we can find him.
Fair enough. Let's just go. Let's just go.
As you all walk through this doorway, moving through a threshold, on the other side, there's a silence. And as you look behind you, hey guys, what the fuck? Where's our exit? The doorway you came in is gone.
Fuck.
Hey, Mallory?
Do I hear them?
Mallory! You hear an echo coming from a couple floors below.
Yeah, I'm up here.
How the fuck did he get above us?
How do we get above us?
Hey, Mallory!
Yeah.
Stay where you are. We're coming to you.
He's getting away.
Who the fuck is... Just stay where you are, man!
Oh, fine. Jeez.
Standing before you, Mallory, is a small blue-coated individual.
Hey.
You hear laughter, but you can see, though their face shadowed, is not moving. No laughter emits from it.
That's a fun little trick. What?
This small individual opens up their coat, revealing a small tape player. They hit stop.
Ah.
They pull back their hood, and you see before you is a little person who lured you into their trap.
What's up? How's it going? My name's Mallory. What's your name?
We are Chasm.
We. So there's more of you?
You will be we.
I will
We
be
welcome
we.
you.
Well, I mean, I kind of have like a strict vetting process where I'll decide if I want to be we. So we'll
He opens
maybe.
his coat up slowly.
Whoa,
He hits play
whoa.
once again. As he slowly pulls up his hood, turns, and walks into the dark hallway out of your view.
Hey guys, can you still hear me?
We're coming, man. Just don't move. All right?
I think I made a mistake.
Yeah, no shit.
Well, so, I thought it was a kid. You said I was the last one, and then there was another kid, but it's just ended up to be a tiny person.
Standing next to you now is a collection of men all wearing these blue coats.
Oh, hey guys.
Not short like the other one, taller than you, hovering around you. They circle you, Mallory. They move in unison. They just keep circling you.
I feel like I want to. Wow, all 8 of you are so. This is a nice welcoming. Nice welcoming from all 8 of you.
We welcome you.
Thank you for the warm welcome. This is a very nice little.
They
greeting.
continue circling, whispering in your ear as they pass. And as the rest of you come up this stairwell, you see, around 50 feet in front of you, a collection of tall men in blue coats, circling around Mallory Jenkins. Whoa, 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 what the fuck's going on? What the fuck?
How many tokens do I have? 0.
0.
Guys, I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Clarity? Anything?
We should go find him. We lost AJ. I hate to say it, but we shouldn't lose Mallory Jenkins.
Can you do anything with your...
I just reclaimed some of my power, and I can't.
Okay. Your hole's gone?
My hole's gone.
Good for you. Normal party trick, though.
Yeah.
We welcome you. As there are now a group of men standing behind you, you're no longer in a stairwell. You're in the room. Mallory Jenkins is standing next to you.
Hey, they said we're Chasm, and they're really weird. I've seen some weird stuff, but I don't understand what's happening right now.
We'll take you to him.
To who?
We are Chasm.
What does that mean?
We are one. We are together. You can be we.
Jude, when you said Chasm was on the map, did it specify Chasm as in like a hole in the ground or like a group of people?
It was just an X. I don't know, it was just a fucking X on the map.
Why is it always such weird fucking shit?
Every time. Okay, weird stuff, weird dudes, calling themselves Chasm. We are one, coats.
We will take you to him.
It could just be a fraternity.
Who is him?
Or cult.
Chasm.
And you're also Chasm.
We are Chasm.
I get it.
Can we just go to
you guys
your
are
boss
Chasm,
guy?
But you also are part of this
They
larger
all
Chasm.
line up in a straight line, in unison. They move like a pack of animals, like birds or bees. There's a rhythm to the movements, a flow. They need not look at each other when they walk, but they walk in unison. They each take one step forward, pushing you further down the hall. Before you on the opposite end is one large wooden door with a single streak of light from the outside coming in.
I feel like
They take another step.
I'm gonna try and bolt for the door.
Mallory runs ahead. He opens the door, and you can see down this long emptiness through that opening that he's created. An individual sitting on what appears to be a makeshift throne. Long, bony legs, almost splintering out from underneath a long blue raincoat. A hand raises up for Mallory to stop, while its right hand remains ever rested on its right leg. But then two more arms come out from around the back, the bottom right. From underneath your view of Mallory, urging you to come on in as the others take another step, pushing you ever closer. This man is also wearing a mask, hiding its face. Come in.
Chasm, I presume. May I ask how you got the name Chasm?
This thing, this creature, Mallory, now stands before you. You didn't see it move.
Can you step back from me for a second, man? I'm just a little uncomfortable with the fact that you're here right next to me, right?
Hey, leave the kid alone.
Yeah, and tell your cronies to back the fuck off.
Oh, no, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Personal space.
We have lots of space for you here.
Don't you fucking dare.
We can fit more. We have the room.
No, dude, you're not fitting shit, okay? Just let us out of here. Look, we just want to go.
You're special.
Thank you.
As he's walking behind Clarity, I'm gonna lift my gun and I'm gonna take a shot.
As you lift your gun and you move yourself into position to take a shot, we begin again. You find yourselves standing at the entryway of a building. Behind you, an alley. Before you, a dark path. Mallory stands next to you. Ro, you're holding a cat. It purrs.
I have a cat.
You have a cat?
You have a cat.
Did
You
you
have a cat.
always have a cat?
No.
Oh, what the fuck is going on?
Did we pass out? Or did we just teleport out here? I don't...
We need to go.
Does anyone have a watch?
Did you shoot him?
I tried. I didn't even get my gun up.
Maybe you should put the cat down.
Can I hold the cat?
What if the cat is Chasm?
What if
They
the
said
cat's...
we're Chasm. We could all. What
I'm
if
not
we're
gonna
a
shoot
part
this
of
cat. I'm
Chasm
not gonna
now,
shoot this
dude?
You
cat.
can't shoot that cat. That cat is your gun.
The cat looks up at you, Ro. It whispers, "Release."
I dropped the cat.
The cat lands on all fours and then quickly scurries off.
Aw. You could have kept it.
It spoke to me.
What did it say?
It said release. Did cats used to talk to people? Because they don't now.
No, not from what I remember.
Maybe it was just a weird purr that sounded like that.
You're now no longer standing outside. You find yourselves in that large empty room. There's a group of 8 men in blue coats standing behind you. They all take one forceful step forward.
Guys. I know this. This has happened to me before.
Huh?
This has happened to me before, and I just want to like walk into the room where the other guy
You
was.
run back up to that doorway, that large open wooden door, and you open it, revealing inside Chasm as he puts up one hand for you to stop, as his third arm reaches out from under the other and motions for the rest of you to come inside.
No. We need to leave. We have to
Guys,
find the
no,
exit.
come on in. Me and my friend Billy, we did this once before, okay?
Okay.
And I like turn toward Chasm and I'm like, we would like to see your supervisor.
Oh my.
What's a supervisor?
Fuck is a supervisor?
We would like to see the guy above you. What's the chasm above the chasm? Let's go to that one. No, don't touch me. Don't please get out of
You
my
need to
personal
stop doing that
space.
today.
You feel another set of arms come around from underneath.
I feel like I
grabbing
just like
at your side.
instinctively punch back at him.
We begin again. You find yourself standing outside of a doorway.
Sorry, I really thought I had that figured out.
In front of this doorway, a darkness, but a long single beam of light appears on a cat as it turns towards you and whispers loud enough for all of you to hear, "Release," as it then scurries off into the dark.
We could have kept it again.
That was the same cat, yes?
Yeah, it's your gun cat.
What did he say? Release?
Release.
So cute.
But what do we release?
You find yourselves in the empty room. A group of men stand behind you. They take one hard step forward in unison, their footsteps like an imperial march.
I think we just go to the door.
Tell us where the door is.
We are Chasm. We welcome you.
I thought the guy in there was Chasm.
We are chasm.
Where's the cat?
You are we.
I'm not we. I don't think any of us are we.
Do I still have my gun?
You do.
I raise my gun and I try to shoot anything that comes close.
Roll your fight for me, please.
6.
One of the individuals standing behind you turn, let out a loud shot, cracking its skull open as his brains go flying into the air, and then they stop. The body suspended, the trail of the bullet reaching out from the back, the innards of his skull just hanging in the air. As the others all take one step forward, pushing you closer to the door.
That is wild.
He's just... It's just there.
It's just there. Okay.
Jude takes out a knife and drives it directly into the chest of the individual who's hanging in the air, ripping down through his chest plate as you watch as it opens, flaying from the outside in, as exposing the heart on the inside. The blood doesn't move. It doesn't flow. It just hangs. And he just starts wildly swinging the knife at the others in the group, slashing at their necks with his only good arm, taking them down, each and every one of them. And as he strikes, as the blows hit, and they react, we begin again. Standing before you is a doorway. Behind you, the alley. There's a lone beam of light. It moves from in front of you to further, tracking, just flowing through. You hear a whisper emitting from someplace unseen. Release.
It's the fucking cat.
Just want to shout out. What do we release?
Someone has to release something, otherwise we are going to be trapped in this loop forever.
A group of men stand behind you now, as they all take a step forward, pushing you.
No one touch the men.
You don't have to tell me twice.
Jude pulls out his knife. I want to fucking cut him.
No, Jude. We've all been through some shit, but like you can't take that out right now. Like I'm thinking thoughts, big brain thoughts. We have to. Do not touch them. Do not hit anyone. Because as soon as we do violence, we wind up going back outside, and this is just gonna keep happening over and over and over again. I know that like shooting and stabbing stuff is like our thing, but this time we have to not shoot and stab stuff, and that can't be our thing.
We are Chasm. We welcome you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chasm.
Very cool.
How did Chasm come to be?
As its four arms move around you, and it passes past your presence, you see where its left ear should be, just a hole, oozing out some sort of excrement, sliding down the side of its head, staining his shirt. As he moves past you the other way, you see the same scar on the right. You notice this mask, it's meant to hide something. Welcome. We are Chasm. We have a place for you.
Hold. Chasm, who did that to you?
Your father.
Of course, fucking Marcus.
God, that sucks.
I've been waiting for you. Bennett.
Look, I mean, I'm sorry if we want to talk
You're a
about.
special treat.
You leave her alone. This is between you and me. You leave everyone else alone.
Can
Okay?
you not
Don't touch
me?
him,
Just stop
please.
touching
Yeah,
me. And
please
you
don't
got
touch
some
him.
gross shit coming out of your ear, man.
Everyone,
He reeks.
hold. No one, no punching, no hitting. No punching, no hitting. What did Marcus Bennett do to you?
He pulls back his mask, revealing a long scar right down the center of his skull. This scar pulling at what very clearly appear to be self-made stitches as the swollen, pus-infested skin tries to escape at a velocity, revealing a single eyeball in the center of this scar, trying to look through. We are Legion. We are here.
What were you before you were Chasm?
We were something else. We don't remember.
Marcus Bennett took away your old life and your memories.
Marcus Bennett made me in the lab, pulled me from the goo.
Just want to be like, hey man, I was made in a lab too. I wouldn't say that I'm we, but I can relate, you know? Plus, fuck Marcus. I agree, Marcus sucks.
Release. Stop fighting.
You
could be one with us. You could be a part of something.
We are a part of something.
Aren't you tired of feeling alone?
He is a part of something, and we're not alone.
Oh, but she is.
No, she's not.
She doesn't trust
Sometimes I'm alone.
She's not alone.
you. She hates you.
That's not fully true.
I mean, that's fair, but... And I'm sorry. I was so angry.
What did you
And I
say?
fucked up. I said, I'm sorry.
What do you mean, do you know this guy?
No. We begin again. C-Dubs sits alone in front of a throne. There's no one on it. But she hears his whisper behind her ear. What did you say?
I said I was sorry. I said that I was sorry for the things that happened and the mistakes that I've made, because I have made mistakes, and when you do and you're sorry about them, you apologize. And so I told her that I was sorry. And I'm sorry for everything that Marcus Bennett does, and I'm sorry for what he did to you. But my friends aren't him. My team is not him. If it's between us, it's between us, and I'm not him either. I am my own fucking person. I am not him. I'm not what he did to me. I'm not what he continues to do to other people. I'm not his weird, cloney sister.
He made you.
Yep.
Why not join us?
Kinda got my own fuck Marcus Bennett revenge thing going on. But you don't have to do this. Don't you want to rest? You can release. Like, you can let this stuff go. It doesn't have to... This stuff doesn't have to be your whole fucking life, and it doesn't have to be what defines you. Whether it's stuff that was done to you, the stuff that you can't help, the things that you've lost, the people that you've lost, you don't... That doesn't have to be all of you. You can choose your own path, and you don't have to let that stuff be your entire life anymore.
I was made.
So was I. But we're not who made us.
Then what am I if I'm not we?
You get to find that out for yourself. And no one gets to tell you what that is.
What is your name?
My name is C-Dubs.
A gift. As he pulls back, his hand reveals a large crystal. This crystal, like a heavy weight, starts to pull one of his hands down as the other motions towards it and slips back in one fluid motion. The crystal on the throne, the figure that held it, gone. As your friends come bursting through the door once again, they see before them just you.
You got him. He's gone. Did you?
Dubs, are you okay?
What do you do?
He gave me a diamond.
Oh.
Cool. I wouldn't touch that thing. Did you see the shit coming out of his ears? It's probably got weird ear poop all over it.
Is he gone?
I think they're gone. C-Dubs goes over and grabs the rock.
As you pick up this diamond, it's pure, straight from the earth. And though hard, the hardest compacted thing the earth could produce, there's a number within it. Inside, floating within. The number's 522912. And we'll be right back with Legacy.
They're back. Brain activity either flatlined or is active on a wavelength we are not monitoring.
That is impossible, you know that, right?
Really? After everything we've seen in this place, impossible?
Fair. Okay, it's outside of our realm of understanding then.
Right, let's learn. What happened in the moment right before?
Same as last session. Jog to Tibby Devon. There was a lag in the system, we lost frequency, and then nothing.
Okay, I'm gonna send all of Tibby's interactions and logs in for deep analysis and translation.
The readouts from the interaction with Director Bennett, though, they showed anger, fear, and a direct node link to the event range. He remembers. It's in there. I mean, it's somewhere. And Bennett knows that.
Are we being tested?
Pretty shitty test. No, I don't think so.
So, Devon has access to the event range, is aware we're looking for it, and is keeping us from accessing it. Do the others? We have no notes from them making any links to 1991 outside of conversations about not having access to it. Maybe we try a lighter approach this session. Make an ally. Target the weakest mental link.
Noted. Loading the Billy Baker module.
We're back here. Back in the in-between. Well, at least for me. I can feel what they want, where they're pulling us. It might work. Let's see. Billy Baker, January 7th, 2021. Billy sits alone, like he always does, in a house that no one's ever seen but himself. He's filled it over the years with his thoughts. And he feels so close now to completing this piece. He doesn't really know how to refer to it, just that he's been working on it for so long. But he walks himself through it, like he's moving himself through his own gallery showing. He presents it.
And I look out the window and remember something, that on this very cold night, and I feel the warmth of my own home, and I hear the crackling fire downstairs. As I look out the window, I realize that there is a tree missing from my forest that I cut down earlier today to heat my home on this cold night. So in front of me on this massive table that I've built in my attic, this diorama of the world as I see it, outside of my tiny makeshift home made of things that I've found around the world, I pull out a toothpick from the toothpick forest behind my home, and I snap off the base of it, and I grab from my collection of tools, and I sand off the little piece of toothpick, and I put the broken top half of the tree off to the side, and I put that base, the trunk, right back into the forest. There we go. That's just about perfect, I think. And the camera kind of zooms out. If I could be the cameraman here, the cameraman.
Billy
camera
Baker
shows,
in this memory, talking to himself, walking through this imaginary film that he's made.
We got Laura and M's RV over there. That was a real nice rock I found and painted way back when, and we got that chip bag from the commune, and I like how I was able to fashion that into a bush. I think that looks pretty good over there, and all these twigs and such making the highways and the intersections, all pretty well out to scale. Yeah, looks pretty good. And if you were to look at this, an outside viewer, it's it's kind of shit, but it's very vibrant. There's something beautiful about it, but it is garbage. It's very vibrant, colorful garbage arranged in a very pretty way.
And what Billy can't figure out, but what he strives for, what he looks for in this collection of garbage is a story, a memory. These stories that appear in his mind, that lead his hands to these objects, to place them in this way, he just can't reach them, but he dreams them. He can't remember those dreams, but he puts them here.
Not a bad world, if I do say so myself.
And the memory fades. We find ourselves back in the in-between. Though they pulled for Billy Baker, that's not what they were looking for, not what they expected. So they move to another, load a new module, pull in a new mind to explore. Emily Pegg, August 24th, 2015. She sits next to the radio in her RV, The news has gone out. It's a special day, a day that many had talked about for so long, but never thought would actually come. But the confliction, the feeling she has, the guilt associated with it, the radio, of course, loud enough for Laura to hear in the back. They've spoke of it. They knew this day was coming too. It's a countdown. The tenor, the wave, the frequency that will pass across the earth. Each region, their own clock. They'll know for sure, and according to Harmonia, the moment it passes, you're safe. Your loved ones can fear no more. The spread will stop. The countdown continues. Laura calls out from the back. She's unsure why, or maybe she knows, but doesn't want to say why Emily's staying all the way up there.
Emily, can you turn up the radio?
Huh? Laura, did you say something?
Yeah, sorry. Can you come back? Do you want to come back here? It's coming soon.
Yeah.
The countdown clock continues.
There's so much I have to do today.
Okay. You know this is kind of a big deal, right? I've been back here for a while. I don't know.
No, I know.
You got stuff to do. I get it. Do you...
How do we know that it's gonna work? I don't...
It's gonna work.
Yeah.
It's Harmonia. It's gonna work. It has to work.
Yeah. I can... I'm gonna pick up the radio and walk to the back very slowly.
As you hold it, cradling it, walking down that very thin aisle, you see her standing there with her hand up on the plexiglass.
Hey.
Just a little while longer.
Yeah. I'll get to show you around town. Are you excited?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not nervous, because, I mean, this has been the world for so long. But hey, we can do a bunch of, what do you want to do? What do you want to do first? I have a list. It's prioritized, what do you want to do first?
Emily, roll your adaptive for me. Difficulty of 12.
It's cocked.
It is cocked.
It's cocked.
But it's a 5.
It's cocked.
This question, the thoughts, the feelings all rushing through your mind, it's too much to bear. It starts to overwhelm you. You don't know what to do, how to respond, how to feel.
Are you okay?
I gotta go. Oh, I'm gonna drop the radio and like back out.
The radio hits the ground. The knobs busting off, the countdown coming to a halt.
No, no!
You hear Laura yelling from the back of the RV as you run out the door directly towards your truck.
God.
Turn on the ignition.
It's happening too fast.
And leave. And the memory fades. And we keep searching. We keep moving down the line, peering for what we now know to be signs, clues, stories that will lead us to an understanding. But we have a lot to chew through on the way. And we stop for a moment at Laura Bennett. June 4th, 1995. Laura feels pretty good about herself. She looks pretty good. She's put in the work. This is her final interview at Synchronity, a job she was quite literally made for. But before her is a nervous office temp. Or she can only assume he's a temp because he doesn't look like he knows what he's doing. Hello, Miss Bennett. Thank you for joining us today. And thank you for all the interviews you had leading up to this point.
You are so welcome.
Yes. So we don't want to waste your time here. So just wanted to let you know that we will be holding your file here at the company, and if an opportunity presents itself, we will be calling.
What was your name?
Excuse me?
Your name.
Oh, I'm not allowed to tell you.
What?
Policy.
Since when?
A very long time.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna call you Jacob.
Okay.
Okay, so here's the thing, Jacob. I have been in for 4 interviews. This is my 5th.
Yes.
Each one of them stellar. I have the exact pedigree, the training, the know-how. I know the ins and outs of Synchronity.
Yes, you are definitely qualified.
100%. So, what could have possibly changed in the last week and a half that would... Jacob, what you doing, buddy? What you looking at? What's this?
I'm just going over my notes.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and why don't you break me off a couple of those notes, like what's below polite dismissal, because that's nothing.
Oh, I'm sorry. I can handle this.
I know. Yeah, you can, and I believe that you believe you can completely. You're doing a great job. It's excellent, truly. I'm just gonna, maybe you can shadow me, yeah? Yeah?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great. Thank you for calling me that.
Miss Wu enters the room. You know this woman. You know of this woman and her reputation at the company. Your time here. The stories of her.
Miss Wu.
Hi. Oh, I don't touch people. So you're here interviewing, right?
Yeah, it's gone really well.
Yeah.
Jacob here has been
Jacob.
Yeah, I didn't get a name, so I made some assumptions.
No, I didn't tell her my name. My name's not Jacob, ma'am. You wouldn't know that, but it's fine.
Okay.
Must have some bad notes, because I'm perfect for
Oh,
this.
sure, yeah. I mean, you think you got it.
No, I know I got it. Anyone looking at any amount of data would absolutely understand how fucking much I've got it.
I don't like cursing.
Oh, okay. Well, does it make
I-
me? I'm sorry. I apologize if I've offended sensibilities here, but
Oh, sure.
I'm good at my job.
Yeah, I mean, and you will be good at another job, not this one. I heard that you were interviewing, and I wanted to come in and just tell you personally that there's just, it's not going to happen, and it will never happen, unfortunately. Did you think you were special?
I know who you are. So I've gotta assume you know a little bit about who I am too.
Oh, yes. Should I be impressed?
I mean, sorry, look, all of the unpleasantness from my early life aside, I graduated the top of my class from MIT.
Yeah.
Early.
Okay.
And I came here to you.
Yeah.
Because I know what you do. And I know that there is no one in the world more qualified for this than me. And I do mean no one. And I'm very aware of who the director is. And I think my point remains. So if you think I don't have a place here, I'm gonna need you to tell me exactly why. Because I am overqualified for this position.
Yeah, you are. You're overqualified on paper. You look great. You, like you said, graduated early from MIT, so maybe it's just you. Yeah. I hate to be, that's not true. I love bearing bad news. But sometimes you gotta hear things that, just because you don't like it doesn't mean it's not true.
Okay. So, what is this energy? Who are you talking to? Do you need something?
Oh, I enjoy sitting in it. So.
Why? Okay. Hey, Jacob, can you do something else somewhere else?
You'd like me to fuck off?
I would love for you to do so.
Ma'am, can I leave?
Oh, you want to leave?
It's extremely uncomfortable in this room.
Yeah, can you go?
Ma'am, can I?
Can you let me think about it for like 30 seconds?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm thinking about it.
So you get off on this? What's your deal?
I don't really experience pleasure per se.
It is definitely not pleasurable being here in your company, so that fucking tracks. So what's
in the cards for you then? You're gonna go and try and do good elsewhere?
Look, the things I was working on, yeah, you better fucking walk away. The things I was working on, Miss Wu, as an undergrad, would turn your rinky-dink little operation on its fucking head. So I don't know what this energy, what this attitude is, but I could walk into any other firm and have a red carpet rolled out for me. And I know you know that. Well, because you're so smart, you're so plugged in, you're so put together.
Well, all of this stuff that's making you so angry, it's so funny. And all of these promises of, I don't know, revenge, I guess, all of that means nothing to me. This is just, I don't know, I guess a playground.
I couldn't imagine why someone who was trapped here, whose ego was stolen from another fucking universe, and stuck in a clone of my brother. I don't know why I would have any sort of, real world skills for the kind of bullshit you pull.
You're literally screaming.
Okay. Are you worried?
No, I'm just letting you know.
Okay. Well, thanks for the tone check. Appreciate it.
Well, anyway, I hope you find something that works out for you. I can't give you a letter of recommendation or anything like that.
I don't need a fucking letter of recommendation. I need you to get your head out of your ass and realize the opportunity here. Because if we're not working together, I will become your biggest problem. I promise you that.
Okay, and I believe that you believe that fully. Yeah.
Excuse me. The door opened, revealing another person. As you turn, you now see that Jacob left the room some time ago. He took an opportunity to leave when he saw fit. This individual that peers through the door, Miss Wu, excuse me, you have a call?
Okay, can we get another Jacob in here when I leave?
I knocked the glass of water that was on the table just onto the ground to shatter it.
The glass breaks.
I pick
the
up
woman,
the glass and I squeeze it.
You see as blood starts coursing out of her left hand.
All right. Oh, before I go, devil, someday I'm gonna suck that marrow out of your bones. Those perfect lab bones. It's gonna be so good. All right, well, I have to go. It was really nice seeing you. And bring in another Jacob, okay?
I'll be Jacob, ma'am.
You be Jacob. Thank you.
So, as you know, the paperwork you signed on your
Shut
way in...
the fuck up, Jacob.
And the memory fades. And we find ourselves in between. This place. Searching for where to move next. And they pull back in, focusing on the objective. Billy Baker, sometime in April of 2010. Billy pulls his car up to the desert RV location of Emily Pegg and Laura's home. He's there to hang out with Emily, to have a friend in a time of need. But as he walks up to the RV, he's greeted by Laura. Emily must have forgot about your plans. She's nowhere to be found.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, hi. Hey, what's up?
Oh, I was just passing through. I thought I'd come see Em and you.
Emily is not here.
Oh.
But in a place I definitely remember. She must listen. Come in, though. You want a beer?
Oh, yeah. I would love a beer. Yep. It's beer time. It's about beer time for me, yes.
You good?
I guess health-wise, yeah, I'm in good health. I think well, family stuff. My dad passed away recently, and
oh my God.
I don't have a lot to. I've just been feeling kind of weird all over the place. Like,
I'm sorry.
What am I connected to, kind of thing.
As Billy says this, he realizes he never talks about his family. That this might be surprising that he even has one. All these years he's known his friends. How little they've come up. How little he brings them into the conversation.
Hey, I'm really sorry about that.
It's just part of life, but...
I mean, Is there anything I can do? You and Tibby were there for me when my dad passed. Is there any...
You know, just looking for someone to talk to. You start losing people in the world and start to feel like it's running around without any connection to you. So I was just, you know, looking for people that I knew and stuff.
Hey, I got a weird idea, and you can totally say no. I am do you want me to run a nostalgia session for you?
Whoa.
I don't know if that's like weird, but it can help.
Would Billy know what this is?
Billy would have heard and complain about her wife's profession and how she doesn't take it seriously and doesn't find it to be as reliable a source for healing like the work she does. So you've heard of it through her.
Would Im be fine with that?
Okay, here's the thing. Emily is a beautiful, wonderful person who is deeply resistant to change. And this tech is a massive leap forward in the way we understand the connection between our like physiological brain and like our self-conception and identity and memory. And it's, look, I've made something that's going to change the world.
Uh-huh.
And it's totally safe, and it's very cool, and I haven't answered your question, and I am aware of that.
Okay, so yeah, let's do it. That sounds good to me.
Fuck yeah!
You said enough words that I stopped listening, and I heard cool and good.
Tight.
So Laura runs you through the procedure. You relax, Billy, and you remember that feeling. More than the feeling of the procedure, you remember just feeling good that there was someone looking out for you, someone wanting to help. And you remember the rock you were carrying, that you held in your hand, as she pushed you through. Roll your adaptive for me, Billy. It's going to be a difficulty of 5.
Big sink.
The emotion of this, it overwhelms you. It overtakes you. It pulls something deep from within you. And when you awoke, you were concerned because the first thing you saw standing over you was Laura, confused, worried.
Hey, are you, hold on, are you okay?
You can feel that your heart rate is increased. Billy, you can feel that you saw something in there, you felt something in there. It called upon something. It brought up something that you can't remember, but the feeling of that moment is there underneath the hidden aspect. It's there. That feeling, that fear, that guilt, that pain, it's all right there.
Hey, Billy. Okay, your vitals are wacky right now. What are you thinking about?
No,
I need you to talk.
I'm good. I'm good. That was good.
Can you talk to me? No,
No.
that's a lie.
No, I'm fine.
The front door opens to Emily Pegg walking in. Hearing this commotion from outside, she sees Billy stressed, sweating, the alarms on this small machine going off as Laura looks worried, standing over him.
If you explain it, I can fix it.
What's up, babe?
Oh, hey, babe. Hey, babe. Hey, babe.
Sorry, I must My eye. I must need to get new glasses.
Oh, I was just trying it on.
Yeah. Okay. Look, I'm not gonna lie to you. I mean, yeah. It went. I didn't expect. What is?
No, it was cool. It was.
You're okay.
I remembered some stuff, and then there was a big part that I didn't remember.
For some reason, Billy, as you say that, I remember some stuff. But for some reason, there was a part I didn't remember. For some reason, in this memory, in this moment, even you saying that, it plays again. Take it back.
I remembered some stuff.
Okay. What kind of
there
stuff?
Was some stuff that I didn't remember.
Hey. He's.
It's
a little.
Do you need to talk about? Did you come here to talk?
No. What I'm saying is that it's my fault. I asked Laura to do this.
You're not. There's no fault here.
I came. I said, "Oh, my dad died. Oh, everything's."
Hey, you don't have to. You don't have to
I'm
do
sad.
this.
Can you help me?
So he came here to talk about stuff, and you decided to hook him up to your machine that may or may not be safe.
Okay. All right. I understand that you're upset, but what we're not going to do is impugn this incredibly well-tested and understood.
As they're arguing, Billy, you hear their voices muffled in your mind, but the memory you're in, it holds on the feeling. It holds on the emotion, the remembering, but not remembering, that you remembered, but you couldn't remember. What was there, what was not there. You remember that more than anything else that came next. And for some reason, we're hanging on that. You're hanging on that. Your own mind in this moment, we remember, we don't remember, we remember, we don't remember, we remember, but what do we not remember? It just keeps cycling and cycling until the moment fades. And we very quickly jog over to Emily Pegg, August 24th, 2015, as Emily drives. She drives quickly, maxing out this old truck speedometer down these old gravel roads directly towards Neve. She doesn't know what she's going to say. She just drives. She pushes herself.
I didn't think it would ever happen. I didn't think they'd ever do it. God.
You hear on the radio the countdown timer. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You come to a park in Neve's driveway. You feel nothing change. You wonder if it worked. Maybe it didn't. Maybe nothing has to change. Maybe this can all stay the same. There's a silence, a moment, a pause. And then you hear on the radio, celebration, cheer. It worked. They're claiming it worked. Neve stands out in the doorway. She lifts her hand, waving, surprised to see him. Em? You okay?
I'm gonna get out of the truck really slowly, not even like really looking at Neve as I walk up to her.
Hey.
Completely nervous.
Hey, what's going on? What's wrong? What happened? What happened? What's going on? Hey, we can...
The tender.
Yes, I know. We can finally start throwing parties again and not worry about... We can be a community again, you know, without the fear. It's exciting. Are you okay? Is that...
I like you.
What?
I told you that I told you that Laura died from...
Oh. At the puppy.
She's been alive the whole
She was one of the first. We saw it.
Yeah. And she's alive. And I lied to you. I thought it'd be better if I just ripped the Band-Aid off and told you, and I could move on, and I would be moved on by the time she died, and I just needed someone. I lied to you, and I just don't know. It's all happening so fast. And everyone in town thinks she's dead, and then she's gonna... I'm sorry.
I heard a lot of good things about Laura. I'm sorry. I don't know how to respond. I mean, it's...
We're gonna have to leave,
Who's we? Who's we? Emily, who's we in this situation? Who?
Me and Laura and
Okay, yeah, no,
We're gonna have to leave. She can't go into town.
Yeah. Yeah, look, no, this was just fun, right? This was just fun. I look like somebody you used to know. That's how this all started. So, we'll keep it at that. Go home to your wife, Emily. Get off my property.
Just wanted...
Go home to your wife.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Save it for someone else. Neve turns and walks into the house. The door shuts, leaving you in the cold, empty desert. The dust swirling below your feet.
Halfway back to the truck, I'm gonna yell fuck at the top of my lungs.
And the memory fades. Laura Bennett. July 20th, 2017. Laura sits by herself on a bench in the courthouse lobby. She's reciting her vows to herself under her breath, trying to memorize them. She doesn't want to forget. Excuse me, miss. Are you okay?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm good, thank you. I'm sorry. Do you need some?
No, you just, I am so sorry.
No, you're good.
I saw somebody sitting here talking to themselves, looking emotional. I just want to make sure you're okay.
No, I'm good. I'm sorry. Have we met?
This person standing across from Laura Bennett, he looks familiar. Like someone she used to know. The memory, that face. Laura, can you roll your cognitive for me? Difficulty of 5.
8, 16 or 18? I don't know, a million.
It places. That face, it looks exactly like that boy at the funeral all those years ago. That Mallory Jenkins boy. It looks exactly like him. And he's just... Excuse you, are you okay?
I'm sorry. I'm fine. You look like someone that I think I knew a whole lifetime ago.
I'm sorry, I don't think we've ever met.
I don't think so.
Are those...
Yeah, wait, I'm here for a second chance, a wedding. What about you?
Zoning ticket.
Oof.
Yeah,
You hate to see
still getting
it.
used to all these new Harmonia laws and...
They're wild, right?
Oh shit, no, I do know you. You're Laura Bennett.
Oh yeah, hi, it's
The Laura Bennett.
nice to meet you.
You created an entire industry out of nothing.
Thanks.
And an entire new way. Where have you been?
Oh, you know.
You just vanished.
Yeah, weeping pestilence.
I spent years looking for you.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I mean, I gave up when like the separation hit, and you know, pestilence, all that stuff. But I thought maybe you got taken by the pestilence or something. Everybody was talking about it, you know, like, or at least people that knew.
Yeah.
And then you just disappeared.
Off the face of the earth.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you've got me at a disadvantage. What was your name?
I mean, I didn't say. And he says his name. But for some reason in this memory, Laura, as the name is said, there's a silence that comes with it. A blankness. The memory continues as if you heard it, but you yourself, having this memory, this moment, it passes. So my friends were like telling me I had to look you up. Like I had to do it. This guy, he said it changed his life. Like absolutely changed his life.
Oh, thank you. Worked really hard on it. I mean.
Yeah. I lost my mom back in 2002. So long ago now, but at the time, you were just starting out, and I heard all these stories later, a couple years later, and I wanted to hold on to something from her, you know? I didn't want to forget. This world is so fucking crazy, you know, you just...
No, I get it. I mean, that's the entire, sorry, I don't want to bore you with the theory behind it, but our whole world seems to be about losing, and it's just a game of attrition. And if I could build anything that would help us just hold on a little tighter to the last good things that are left, I mean, that's everything, right?
You know, the thing that upsets me the most? I hate knowing that there were things that used to make me feel good. You know, that there used to be a thought or a feeling. Like...
I understand exactly what you mean.
A hug from your mother, you know, and how that feeling that overtakes you and how good it makes you feel in that moment.
Yeah.
And then years later, you just remember the edges. You know, the highest highs and the lowest lows, and I want to remember the in-between, those little moments that made you feel safe and comfortable. I don't have that anymore, and that's what I was looking for when I was looking for you, just that quick feeling of safety and understanding, you know? I don't mean to, I don't know if you're still, I don't want to. Obviously, you're you got things going on here. Can I give you my card? And if you ever decide to get back in the biz, I would love to be your first customer.
I don't know.
Just here, and as he hands you the card, and you look at it, it's blank on both sides. But the memory doesn't respond. That's how you interpret it. It just keeps going. Okay, thank you.
It was so nice to meet you.
You too. Good luck in there, by the way.
Thanks. You
follow
too.
your heart.
Yeah.
And as he waves goodbye, the moment flashes. The memory moves. It slides. His hand brushes against yours. That feeling, that elated feeling, you're walking down the courthouse aisle. M's not in the room yet. The lone individual waiting for both of you greets you. You're nervous. You continue reciting your vows. The unnamed man taking his shirt off. You're in his home. Your equipment is on the floor. You see yourself in the mirror. You seem happy. M comes in the room. She's been crying. She always cries when she's emotional. But she looks happy. You feel happy.
No. 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 How many tokens do I have? I want to shut it
You
down.
have 5 tokens available.
Shut it down. Shut it down.
As you're holding in this memory.
Shut it down!
He smiles at you. And he goes to whisper directly into your ear.
I have to pull the breaker. Do I have your authorization to...
Pull it! Okay, Baker Synchronous, load a non-conflict range node into his module. Then patch me in.
You're sure about this?
Why not? We need to isolate someone from the group, get their subconscious working with us instead of against us. No one easier to break than Baker.
Okay. Loading. Patching this in. Wait for the opening.
Billy Baker. March of 2019. Billy stares at himself in a mirror. He's been thinking about his life, who he is now. He starts to peel his shirt off of his chest. He begins to write with his finger. He doesn't even recognize the word. What it is he's trying to say, he just fixates on the thought, the feeling. He just keeps fixating on it. And then a voice starts to push through. A voice that's not his own, but it speaks through him in this memory. It finds a way to communicate to him, through him.
Bill, I need to speak to you. Don't be alarmed.
What the fuck? Are you me?
We are speaking to you through a memory. We found one that you associate with positive feelings. This should not be uncomfortable for you. Just listen. Hear us out.
Who's us? Are you we? Wait. No, I'm confused.
It's okay, Bill. We are scientists who are using memory scanning technology to...
No. This isn't the right way to talk to Baker. It's ridiculous. He doesn't have the mental capacity for this. It's just not gonna work.
I can still hear you.
Bill, I am your god.
Hi, God.
Really? Bill, as your god, I just wanted to... I am trying to find out what happened on November 12th, 1991.
I can't remember, and you would know that.
Right, but you can help us. We are trying to make you remember.
We? Like how many?
All of us gods. Bunches. Listen, Bill. We need your help finding them. We believe you and your friends had something to do with November 12th. We have to make you remember.
But I'm a nobody.
You are not, Bill. You and your friends, you are special. You did something. Can you remember?
I already told you. I wish I could, but maybe you all shouldn't have made me forget.
We didn't.
Okay, then who did?
Help us, Bill. Let down your guard. Let us in. Open yourself.
Billy? Billy, where'd you go? Billy! Billy!
Excuse me?
Billy!
I'm right here. Hello?
Where did you go?
Right here. Hello?
Hey, it's me, Tibby.
Uh-huh.
Hey. Let me find you. Emily! Laura! Emily!
We're in here again.
Christ.
Billy.
I think I was just talking to God.
What?
Or several gods back when I was a kid.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was God.
Yo, therapist, you're up. That's you.
Oh, yeah. Well, diagnose me.
Yeah, diagnose.
Do you think... Sorry, I'm just a little out of it right now.
Couldn't imagine why.
What
did any of that have to do with Marcus?
Yeah.
Last time, right? Weren't we focusing on Marcus?
Yeah, and this time was... not Marcus.
Where'd you go, Billy?
I remember...
you were gone.
Yeah, I was...
What do you mean?
I was in my bedroom when I was a kid.
Okay. I know... I can feel what they're doing. And I can feel it. And they...
Can you see everything?
No, I can't see anything. I'm fucking trapped here.
Can you explain?
Don't fucking get an attitude, dude.
Yeah.
I need you all to work with me. Billy, just... You were gone. I felt you.
Yeah, okay, here's what happened. I was in my bedroom, and then I was a kid, and I was looking in the mirror, and then the mirror thing started talking to me, and it was saying that it was God, and that it needed to help, it needed our help finding my friends, because we're special, and we had something to do with November 12th, 1991. And that was that.
That was a memory?
You said you were a kid in your bedroom,
I think it was a memory, but then I think it was present day. I think it was...
And you said he was gone?
They said that they were they were talking to me through the memory.
Do you know, wait.
God. But
asking you questions? Because...
Okay, there was
Billy,
a part...
Those were
Hold on, let Billy do it.
There was a part where they said, I am God, like with a question mark.
Yeah. Okay, so who do you think that might
And
have
I
been?
was like, hello. Hi. Yeah, hello. I figured it was you.
Yeah.
But now that I'm thinking of it, they could have been saying, maybe I should try saying that I'm God.
Yeah, okay.
So could have been an imposter.
Was that a specific memory that you've had?
No, I don't remember that moment.
Did you have a memory?
Yes.
Did you have a memory?
No.
I had a couple other memories.
No, they're on to me. They know that I know. They know. And they're targeting you, Billy. Those are the people running her tech. Those are people trying to get to your memories, and they're trying to use you, Billy, because they think you'll be the easiest way in.
Billy?
What's that supposed to mean?
You've literally never opened up to me the whole time we've been friends.
Oh my God, joke's on them. I remembered how fucking hard it is to use this on you. Oh, good. I hope they keep doing it. Can they hear us here and now?
No. We are deep within a shared subconscious that I'm hiding from them.
Billy's brain is different.
They won't find us here, but you all have to help me. You have to understand. They're gonna keep pushing. They're going to keep pushing, and they're gonna tug on things that make you think that you want to know, but you don't want to know.
Okay, that's fucked up.
Want to know.
No, because I don't think I wanted to know what they made me remember this time.
Wait, what they make you remember?
Just bullshit. It's just bullshit that doesn't have anything to do with any of this. Last time we knew it had to do with Marcus. This time...
Hold on, can I roll something about that? I know my wife.
What do you mean? What are you talking about, roll something? What's going on?
I don't know.
Are you okay?
Fuck you. They're using my tech weird.
Is that what you do in the tech?
Okay, stop. Fucking... There was something weird that you... What did you see? Where were you?
Emily?
What do you remember?
I remembered the tenor, and I remembered just how stressful everything was.
Oh yeah, when you walked away, and I didn't get to hear when the countdown hit, and I had to wait for that weird feeling, and then I had no idea if it had worked, so I stayed inside for 12 more hours, just wondering if anything had Is that what you remember?
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah, Laura, that's what I remember.
Okay, cool.
Why are we fighting?
I'm stressed out. We're in a weird space, and no one's...
Yeah. I know.
I had a memory. Billy didn't have a memory and talked to God?
They're targeting Billy, and look, Laura, you know this stuff. Yeah. You know this. They're afraid of me, but they should be afraid of you. Because even if you don't remember, you still know how this works. You know how this works. You made this.
This is my tech. Hold on. I want to try to shut it down in here.
Laura, if you do that, I might lose you. I might lose you. You don't want this.
I have to know.
Laura, you don't want this.
I have to know.
I can't stop you.
Can I try to stonewall? I don't know what to do.
You can do whatever you want. I can't control you. This is a shared subconscious. Whatever you do is. But I'm telling you, we chose this as a group. We did this together.
Whatever the conditions were when we made this choice, things have changed. This is different. This is wrong. We don't have to be held to a choice us decades ago made. Are you still the person you were 30 years ago, Tibby Devin?
No. Definitely not.
You think you're better off now than you were then?
But the world is.
That can't possibly be true. The world is ending.
It would have ended a lot quicker if we hadn't done what we did. You knew that.
Laura, shut it down. I'm tired of hearing Tibby talk about
God, you
this.
don't want to do this. We have to work together.
How can we work together?
When you don't tell us anything.
We don't fucking trust you.
I spent 30 years not being told shit.
I told you everything I can.
Fuck you.
Okay. So is that it? You wanna run the show? You wanna decide where we go from here, because you're not gonna like what you find in there. You had a chance. You had a chance to make a new life. That's what you all wanted. And you found each other afterwards. You didn't think that was gonna happen, but look, it did. You're gonna throw that away because of 1 year?
Bill, say something.
What?
I just feel that maybe Laura should run it. It's her tech. And so far, all you've done is show us trauma. Shit that I never wanted to relive.
I'm not showing you anything. That's them. I'm trying to tell you.
Well,
that's
then
people
they're
searching.
showing the trauma. And
I'm
I
not
don't
showing
want to
you
search
anything.
through that shit anymore. I want Laura
If you don't want to
run
see
this.
trauma, then you need to keep them from unlocking 1991.
How do we stop? There's no way to. They just keep dragging. How long do you think we can stay down here,
Eventually they'll
reliving
give
all
up.
of this?
They'll give up because we put safeguards in place. We talked about this. We did this as a team.
And who's gonna give up first, them or us?
Sounds like you. That's what you're telling me.
I get that you're the one that gets to carry the fucking burden, Tibby. But 30 years of having a hole in every single moment of your fucking life, that is a bigger burden than whatever the fuck you're carrying. I don't care about your self-righteous bullshit. I've never cared for it. And I'm tired. If Laura takes over and we get to learn, so be it. I'd rather know.
All right. I'll be here when you don't want to go any deeper and you want to forget. And maybe I'll be able to help you if they haven't taken everything.
God, cut your bullshit.
Just do it.
Shut it down.
long have I been here? Still don't know what here is. Where here is. I've circled this place more times than I can count. There's no sun. No moon. No sign of life. This has to be a trapping of my own mind. Why would I do this to myself? Oh, yeah, because I deserve this. After everything I've done, everything I've not done, this makes sense for me. Wait, who am I even talking to? It's you, isn't it? You put me here, didn't you? You killed my family, filled my head with stories, and then you left me. You left me with nothing but this stupid fucking bracelet. Here, look, fake mom. This is your fault. I drew me slaying the monster, which is you. This is your fault.
How dare you talk to your mother that way, J.A.?